phone. I feel like I'm going crazy. But Survivor is the greatest of all time.
I'll call your phone next.
Right there. Don't call.
Okay.
I don't know why this is like a curse I have, but whenever someone's like frantically looking for something,
You do spot it.
and then they ask me, and then I start to participate
then
in the
you
search.
open your third eye.
And then I'm like,
dude, I think part of it is Brennan's really used to losing things. He's really used to like looking for lost things.
Where's like the last place I'd look, and then I'd look there.
And then exactly,
like, oh, it's right here.
Because when we're looking at the apartment, Brendan would be the guy to find things the most.
Yeah.
But he'd also be the guy to lose things the most.
Miguel looking around, where's the controller? And it's like just sitting on the couch, and I grab it and I give it to him.
Dude, I lose things all the time.
Or it's like on a
not
shelf.
Not much right now, but like at the apartment, I lose stuff all the time.
See, this is how I know Brendan is a true LGBT person, because that is such a feminine girl thing, is to be able to find things, and you guys are such men to lose your shit constantly, and it's always right in front of them.
Yeah,
I'm the girl of the apartment.
Brendan would always I would like set my phone somewhere, and then like a minute later, I'd be like, "Where's my phone? Where's my phone?"
I do the same shit though, but it's so fascinating to me, because every guy I've ever dated, like every single time, they will always lose their shit, and I sit there and I go, okay, like where was the last place you put it? I don't know. I'm like, okay, we're never gonna fucking find it.
If you just say, I don't know.
So I'm like, where would I put it? And then it's there every single time. I'm like, okay, maybe you should just start thinking rather than immediately going, I've lost my shit.
Yeah.
Maybe rather than going to the extreme of like, I've lost it, everything's going wrong. It's like, okay, put a pause.
Just curl up in a ball and scream.
Literally, it's like, okay, it's not a big deal.
No, I lose things most when I'm carrying multiple things, and then I put one thing down to move everything else, and then I forget about that one thing. That's what I do. That's my most like
I
when
lose
I lose
my
stuff.
ID and my credit card fucking constantly, but I've gotten to a point where I don't freak out anymore, and I'm like, okay, what was the last place I went? Rayleigh's knows me, like.
Oh, wait, you like lose some. Wait, that's so much worse.
That is so much worse. That's embarrassing.
Yeah, I walk in and I go, hey guys, do you have my ID? And they go, okay, when's your birthday? You know, we have to ask you this question. I go, I know. That's how I got my new boyfriend. I have like 7.
7.
They don't know they're my boyfriends, but they're my boyfriends.
Of course.
They're like, they were helpful and male.
You know me so well.
I've spoken 4 sentences to them, so they can't betray me.
Yeah, exactly.
If they did betray them, I'd go to their house and soak their sheets in blood.
Welcome to Peel.
I thought you were going to say like lighter
wine
fluid or
glass?
something and then set their house on fire.
Well, you know, that's if they say I'm not their boyfriend. Like if
they'll never say no if they never ask.
Yeah, if they never ask, they'll never say no. So you never have to come to that crossroads.
Exactly. And that's why demons win the war.
It's true.
Are you calling me a demon?
No.
A little bit.
Just saying,
no, you just know their
tactics.
This feels sexist.
It's like, I don't say the tactics of Hitler were bad.
But anyways.
Brandon right now is the Israeli military. Did you hear that like pastor who did like that? Did you see like the whole not pro ceasefire, the anti ceasefire? There's like a pastor and he gave his whole speech about how without Hitler, Jews wouldn't go back to the promised land, and actually some of his tactics being used against the Palestinians is all right. And I was like,
holy shit.
Like how far gone?
Those are some mental
and people
gymnastics.
were like cheering, and it's like to thousands of like protesters.
That's the worst part, is when like they say some crazy out of pocket shit and everyone goes, yeah.
Well, am I hearing the same words? Or is there like a translation on this YouTube video that I'm just not hearing?
Yeah, I was watching a Hassan video where he's like watching Ben Shapiro like argue with some TikToks.
Yeah. He was just sitting with his yarmulke.
This TikTok was like this TikTok pre-recorded thing was just completely owning Ben Shapiro without even, and the poster didn't even know it.
I love those.
It got to the point where Ben Shapiro was like, the Geneva Conventions. What are those? Who cares about the Geneva Conventions? I'm like, that's crazy.
I do not care about that.
Have you seen? Can you pour me a glass?
Yeah, hold on. I want to introduce the.
Oh my god, like
The
what
grape,
about
the fancy grape juice.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a little like cutaway on a rotating little table
Yeah.
with like nice like lights on it.
This is Zin.
Yeah, this is Zin, Earth, Zin, and Fire.
What's the red?
I absolutely love that band.
What's the
Okay?
red?
Great
the red
songs.
stuff on it.
Okay, so this is like bottom shelf Zinfandel. It says front row Zinfandel
Infidel,
on the
more
top.
by Infidel and Zin.
Also, the labeling has the picture of a planet and
I
then a
see.
giant like eternal flame at the bottom.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't know what that implies.
It gives
be the
me
worst
the
tasting thing in the
flames
fucking
kind of
world.
look like the what's it? The sriracha symbol.
Yeah,
Like a rooster?
We'll rate this out of 10, by the way.
Yeah,
When we finish the bottle.
What is okay? I'm gonna for all the video watchers, I'm gonna post a picture of this because this is wild. With special guest Old Gnarly at the bottom.
Old gnarly.
Dude, that's like the cast they
screening.
couldn't get rid of, so they just diluted it with.
And on the side, it's every alcoholic's favorite catchphrase. It must be 5 p.m. somewhere.
So true.
You know
so
who this
true.
bottle was made for. How much was this bottle? For people who want to know, what is retail MSRP?
Yeah, I got it. I think for like $13 or $14.
Is this a Californian wine or not?
Here's a Californian.
It's from special guest Old Gnarly. Oh wait, I gotta read the back of this.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Okay. Oh, it's Lodi.
Oh, okay, so
it's
it's
a-
NorCal.
So I mean, it can't be awful.
Oh, it can.
So is this?
There's a reason
We
it
got
can.
some bad Lodi wines.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's so many
There's
vineyards.
like 53 wineries in Lodi.
Lauren and her mom's thing is wineries,
Well,
right?
my mom used to work at a winery for like 5 years. And that's what we do as mother bonding daughter
how much this-
bonding time is to go wine tasting.
and paint.
No, just
No.
wine tasting and get drunk together and judge wine together.
You know if this costs more out of state?
Probably.
Normally, yeah, but I doubt.
'Cause if it
Okay,
tastes
but
real
also,
bad- 'cause you
but
said it
also,
tastes real
I
bad.
doubt it's out of state. It's harder to sell out of state than it is in state.
Yeah.
Oh, is this from like a pretty small?
It also won't
Yo,
taste
I'm
that
sure.
bad 'cause
Okay.
it's
Look,
green.
can I-
Yeah, this is a 2018 Lodi Zinfandel.
Okay, 2018, great year.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. The drought makes
For
it better.
you.
Okay, name
I actually do know that.
hated
Yeah.
my
name
2018.
the best year in the last 10 years and the worst year in the last 10 years.
This year's probably gonna be awful.
Okay.
Oh, it's a real wet year.
Don't get a 2023 wine. This is our
It's-
expert telling you this. This is the
Yeah,
real wine about it.
Sorry. What's your name?
Sorry,
Cutie
Cutie
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
And
We've
Maya.
got-
Get out of the way.
We've got the real Swifty here. And guess what? We will talk over her.
And she.
You're gonna get fear and
Wine
about it.
The true cutie experience.
Here's the description. Our groovin' Zen is your stairway to heaven. These California dreamin' old Zen vines got a whole lot of love.
No, you gotta
stuck in
say, you
Lodi
gotta
for
say
over
it in an accent. Start over with some
No, it's
accent.
Lodi. It's a Lodi
It's
wine.
Lodi.
Yeah,
It's
but
not
I want you.
French.
I want you to say it in like I don't know, a Jamaican
No,
accent.
what? What?
Okay.
Oh wait.
What is this bottle?
This
I don't
okay.
understand why
Stuck
it
in
looks
Lodi
like
for
this.
over 75 years. Far out flavors with subtle notes of chocolate, cherry, and blackberry fields forever.
That sounds good.
Love, zen, and rock and roll. Showtime begins at 5 p.m. Don't be late.
Damn, this wine will
We're a
set
little
fire
late.
to your loins. Well, if it's gonna do that,
Wrote
I don't
this
feel safe.
freaking label.
I don't feel safe.
pour me a glass. Pour
Yeah.
me a
What's the
glass.
name of the company, Dyson?
Give me the fire in my
Okay,
loins.
we have to all be quiet while we do the pour though.
Produced and bottled by Jesse's Grove Winery, Lodi,
we gotta
California.
go.
Oh, Jesse's
Jesse's
Grove.
Grove.
Have you guys ever been there?
I've never been wine
I've never
tasting
been
in
to
my goddamn life.
wineries. Is it good? Is that good? Is that notorious? That's not good. That's not good face.
Victorious.
We're about to find out.
I know it's a
Pour some
really
wine.
bad year, but I'd be down to go wine tasting in the spring.
No. I'm sure there's gonna be great fucking wine. Like, don't get me wrong.
I'm saying-
It's one of those things because it's wet. You get the frost a lot more, and frost destroy the grapes. And so when you have a dry year, you don't have as bad of a frost, and you get a better harvest.
Think about this: wine taste in the day, and then end the night with a ghost hunt.
Oh my god, I want to go up.
Like wine tasting to
Yes.
ghost hunting.
Okay, Miguel, you're gonna have to shut up while I do the wine
shut
pour.
up.
There's a lot of. Grapes and
And I will
Lodi.
choke you. Okay,
Hey, that won't work on me though.
here's the wine pour.
It's only gonna be the first glass.
Shut up.
No one's putting the mic up to the
Dude,
class.
fantastic. He was.
Dyson was.
That was so good,
I
Dyson.
was, and then he started talking.
Yeah, Brendan, why did you talk?
He had already finished most of the glass.
but we need a-
Now it's ruined. Now it's
Yeah,
ruined.
we needed one whole glass so we could use that same audio for every glass. Now we can't because it's gonna go. It's
Okay.
gonna go. Then Brendan starts talking.
No, I have it record on separate
let's
tracks,
go
so we'll be
quiet.
good.
Hey, you can just mute me.
Okay, but
Mute me now. Brendan, go and mute.
Brendan, you do need to shut up. Okay, wine pour number 2.
That's a
Now,
fuck
how
ton
much
of
do you have
wine.
to piss?
That's a fuck ton of wine.
Also, you know what we should do?
Yeah.
We should use Dyson. If you decide to do any big cuts, use the wine glass being filled sound. As like the little black. Like the little,
exactly.
That is a full glass. Hey, but you're gonna drink it like a champ.
I guess only Miguel's
Good
allowed
job,
to drink
Miguel.
and talk.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking togger. Okay.
Well, I mean, I talked on his glass pour, but I was
Okay.
quiet for.
Someone needs to
yours.
hold my mic.
Miguel. Okay, yours compared to mine? Are you fucking kidding me?
What do you mean? Mine's a lot.
I feel like I'm the only one who didn't really get filled
I
that
have
much.
more wine.
Yeah, give me a
Do you
little
want
more.
more?
Lauren, I have more wine than you.
Okay, this is fucked up still. I don't care.
Okay. Okay, we
Okay.
good. We good.
Cheers.
Somebody's a little
Cheers.
sassy.
Cheers.
And let we all be
Cheers.
creatures of the night. Crazy.
The blood of Christ.
Literally.
Okay.
The body and the blood.
The body? Wow, crazy. I haven't tasted it yet.
It is pretty full bodied.
It smells. This smells mildly better than the vodka set I had earlier.
Well, that's not hard to do. It's not bad.
Would you wine?
It
would
smells
you whiskey taste?
like wine.
It's giving notes of my expert wine tasting is I don't know. It tastes like blank.
I told you, Zins are like the most red wine you can get.
Yeah, it just tastes like. What are the words? What words do they use? It's.
Oh, I actually do really like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
For $13, good job, Jesse Grove.
Yeah. Your bottle's ugly as fuck, though.
It's so good. I love it. It's so funny.
It tastes a little
But that's-
bit like liquid cotton
to me, it looks like a really
Well,
bad
because it kind of
YouTube
gives me
video.
like that cotton mouthy.
That's your bottle.
That's the
as I'm like,
tannins.
as I'm like
Oh
drinking.
my god, look at you.
Look at me.
Hey, they need the full spectrum.
Why do
You
people
can't just say tannins. A lot of people won't understand, dude. I'm
Why
like,
do people spit wine?
It's
No,
so they
so
don't
they
get
can
drunk.
drink a bunch of it.
Yeah, exactly. It's for the tasting experience rather than the actual drinking experience. You're doing it to taste and then you spit it out. You
Yeah,
go,
they're-
Yeah.
you got a little
And
bucket.
then there's a little servant boy who keeps
and
his
then
mouth open.
Exactly.
It's
He got
exactly.
aim for his mouth.
That's what the like tasting fee that you have to give. It's for that boy.
It's for that boy
Yeah.
because he has to get like checked afterwards.
Exactly.
Make sure that nobody gave him anything.
Herpes. Yeah, mouth herpes.
I saw this video of a ball boy. This little ball girl. Wasn't a ball boy, but they call all genders ball boy
Like for what sport?
in tennis.
Oh, tennis. Okay.
And the tennis player, she was paused the game because there was like a roach on the court, and she was trying to like push the roach off to the sideline, and then the girl just comes up to the roach and steps on it in front of her.
Got him.
She goes pop, and I'm like, damn, didn't give a shit. But I wonder how much those people get paid.
To be a
Ball
ball
I think
boy.
people?
I think about those sort of things all the time. Of like, how much are you getting paid?
Aren't ball people mostly like? At least I know for like really high end games are volunteers. Like
that what it is?
they're
Which if that's the high end games, then imagine the not high end games.
'Cause
Like
I
I'm
know-
sure
volunteers as
because
well,
it's
probably.
normally little kids.
yeah, it is. It is normally little
It's normally
kids.
little kids, which like good for them. Make the kids work.
Yeah.
They crave
Because
the
I know like the
fucking
whole point
lines.
is you're supposed to
crave
be
the mines.
You're
Lauren
supposed to be
supports
around
human slavery.
like
Okay.
famous players and
They
being
got too
around.
much energy to not let them do anything.
Children should child labor should exist.
They can fit in the little mine shafts.
Exactly. Like I can't squeeze in there, but little Timmy can.
If you got a factory machine, they can crawl between the gears.
Right.
Clean
You're,
in the hard
this
to
little
reach
kid
places.
who's 100 feet away from Serena Williams has it way better than these shaft kids.
Hey,
Oh, well, absolutely.
if you got some animatronics, they can go inside
They
and
can
fix
go inside.
them.
Have you
And then
guys
it
seen
can-
it?
Oh yeah, we saw it.
Have you seen it?
Not really. It was like sleeping.
Oh yeah, you were kind of sleepy.
Dyson took. Sorry, David took so long to get there, and I was already kind of.
You saw it with David?
Yeah.
Not really. Not really. At least I didn't.
I didn't see about 30% of it, but I was
You were
cross
talking,
as- yeah, I was
dude. You were talking so loud over it.
I got high and watched it, and I had the greatest time of my life. I don't think the smile left my face.
Yeah, it's a fun movie.
It was fun. I had so much fun.
I
Dude,
drank too much.
when MAPPA showed up, I was like,
well,
this is
best
the
part of
greatest
the movie.
thing
Best part of
ever.
the movie.
Yeah.
Because he says
beginning.
it's a theory, and I'm like, God damn, that's crazy.
All we're missing is the king of FNAF.
Dude, and his name tag
Markiplier,
said
yeah.
said
Yeah, but
Ness.
he's an Iron Lung instead.
Yeah, his name tag said Ness because Scott Cawthorn, is that his?
Oh, cause he, yeah.
Scott Coffin.
Because
His name is Scott Coffin.
it's not Scott Coffin.
Well, he has a real name.
Yeah, I know. That's
God, the
it's
Goblin.
like Cawthorn or something.
It's
Kaufman, something like that.
Scott Kaufman.
Anyways,
Whatever.
FNAF guy, he made his MatPat's name tag Nest because of the Sans' Nest theory.
Which is his second biggest theory outside of
Yeah.
Five Nights at Freddy.
That Ness is Mario. We all know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Why is Ness Mario?
Not
Ness is Lucas.
No, Sans is Nest.
Sans.
Sans is Ness. That's
Sans.
because
Undertale.
the first game that guy worked on was a hack of Mother or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you think the Pope played Undertale?
Pope.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
MatPat
Played Undertale.
MatPat gave him Undertale.
I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
that. That was prime high school MatPat.
It's so fucking awesome.
It was like my
that's
That's
second.
beautiful.
It's
Do you
such a
think
great
Pope
thing.
Francis was his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think he went kill everything first or leave everything alive first?
Oh, he did full fucking murder.
You think he full murdered it?
Full murder. He came back to each section to make sure he finished it off.
Pope Francis doesn't look like he has computer literacy. I'm not gonna lie. He looks like if you told him to type out a sentence, it takes a couple minutes.
Yeah, he types with 2 fingers.
And he doesn't know what caps locks are.
Yeah.
Like-
He's like, why is all capital letters? Dude,
Like-
he says in Italian.
Like Pope Francis, yeah, exactly. He doesn't say normal Italian. He says it like an 18th century, like Vatican Italian.
And he says it in Latin.
yeah.
Yeah, Latin. You're right.
Vatican Latin.
Vatican Latin.
The Catholic Church is so big that they have news channels dedicated to talking about Catholic news.
What kind of Catholic news is
Right?
going on?
Like, what's going on? There's drama within the bishops. They
Well-
bicker a lot. You're like, oh.
It is all small peanuts or giving like the worst takes on international issues.
Pope Francis has been pretty chill.
Pope Francis is like your grandpa who you know has bad opinions, but he'd rather not talk.
No, Pope Francis is pretty pretty open-minded about like LGBT issues
Yeah,
and stuff.
didn't the recent thing be like, yeah, trans deserve to go to heaven or some shit like that?
Yeah.
It's like that's
he's-
huge.
Like he's like for an old guy?
Yeah,
He's
absolutely.
also don't that's with you and God, and don't talk to it about to anyone else.
Also, don't have
Like-
sex.
Yeah, but like
Well, yeah,
you can get so you can only get so far.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the,
Exactly.
it's the Catholic Church.
We have to take the small victories.
Yeah.
Hey, more progressive than our U.S. Congress. So like,
That's a burn, Lauren.
Yeah. So
you know
like
me.
What are the candidates? I don't even know their names.
I don't know.
I don't even want to go into it right
I
now.
just know that people are saying this is gonna be like
The worst
potentially
election.
the worst election in like 60+ years.
like nobody.
Like in terms of
I felt like that was the last
time.
election,
And the
but
one
it just
before it.
feels like it gets worse every
it,
time.
it does get worse every
It gets
time.
worse every time.
yeah.
That's fine. It's it's
You gotta
fine.
keep your
'cause
head up.
It's weird that since we've been alive, all politics has moved to the right like every 4 years since we've been children.
And that's why I drink. Cheers, baby.
Cheers.
When teachers were more liberal.
when teachers were more liberal. Dude, it is true. I hear teachers that are old high school openly say things that I could never imagine them.
Like more conservative, yeah.
Yeah, like them
but
saying
when
in
I
their classrooms.
remember my middle school teachers, they're the most liberal
Bitches.
girls. I said bitch.
I heard what you're about to say.
Big, strong
Biracial
women.
people. Because most people are biracial.
I'm as Caucasian as it comes, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
You're still biracial because you're multiple different Caucasian
Okay,
races.
well, that's not. I don't.
If we think race
Yeah,
exists.
I'm Irish and French, so I'm oppressed.
I'm oppressed.
Dude,
The Irish were slaves too. You remember that?
dude, yeah, that only applies if you, one, are from Ireland, and two, you're like, here's a picture of my grandfather being bombed in one of the incidents during the Irish Catholic War. Like unless you have like extremely direct connections, I'm like, okay, you've been here for like 5 generations.
I have an
Yeah.
Irish uncle who married into the family from Ireland, and he lives on the street in Portadown.
He lives on the street like homeless?
No, he lives on the street where every year they do a parade to celebrate Catholic. Dude, I wish I knew. I wish I knew the term for it, but they do a parade. That's super big deal is because the street down the line, half of it's Catholic, half of it's Lutheran.
It's the big wall,
Yep.
the wall.
Lutheran.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy. His story's insane. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Dude,
okay. That's I get it. I get why you talk about this so much. Like that makes sense. But it's so funny to listen to people who are like, I'm Irish, and it's like, okay, your parents and grandparents and your great grandparents like have all been living in America for the past 100 years. Like,
100 plus years.
You literally don't know what's going on, and it's fine. That's fine. But you can't then go like, I'm being oppressed because I'm Irish. You're like, fuck off. Like, you are not.
It reminds me, I remember when Dathan told us his dad on like St. Patty's Days was like, you should let your friends know that this is basically our like Christopher Columbus Day. And he was like, no, I'm not going to let my friends know that.
Also, Christopher Columbus Day.
I think he should have. I would have loved that.
Yeah, Dathan just goes up to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're actually being kind of racist right now, Dyson.
Yeah, whenever your dad makes his corned beef every year, like
Thank Chris. I mean, gosh, freaking Columbus is nowhere near St. Patrick. St. Patrick is an old guy, died long time ago. And Christopher was a slave owner.
Well, the thing is, Ireland has a history of colonization, and it is like pretty existing, and there's been a lot of like fight over it. But then comparing it to like Native Americans who continue and have been going for hundreds of years longer in this and we don't even accept our like the current United States government as a colonization effort.
Yeah,
like that completely frames it differently. Like I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
No, I'm with you.
all I'm saying is that so what was his name? Christopher Columbus and
St. Patty's.
St. Patrick. God fucking
the wine's good to you.
All right,
Yes.
Jesse Grove.
I think St. Patrick died before he even got to be like a powerful figure, right?
Well, I feel
That's
like
almost every
I was
saint.
about to say that's
Yeah.
how sainthood is.
Part of
But I'm
sainthood
like,
is if you
as a
lived your life suffering.
colonizationer, you get the opportunity to be the head of a colony or like a head of a company.
It fucking sucked to be a saint.
No, when I went to the main church in Mexico City, I read all of the plaques for all the saints that
They
were
all died,
that were
like,
there
12?
that
No.
helped build the
Awful
church.
vibes.
They died in their 20s.
One of the guy got his sainthood because he purposely blinded himself at 14 and then would blood let from his eyes as he built this church blind for 30 plus years of his life, and that's how
Yeah,
he became
and
a
it's
saint. And you're like, not worth it.
No, it's not.
You know the kind of guy I want
they're
to
like,
be.
Dude, he did it for the clout.
He'd been hearing
He did.
No, they said he'd been hearing God since he was 8, and I'm like, this kid had problems.
Yeah.
This kid
Joan of
had
Arc.
severe
Similar.
mental
Yeah.
problems, and people told him gouging out your eyes was the right choice. like imagine being 14, gouging out your eyes because you hear voices, and people go, "Yeah,
That is God.
That's dope. Keep on doing that.
Yeah.
But isn't there like okay?
So,
I was gonna say something.
That's awesome that we've dove into politics and religion already. What a fantastic time this is.
You were mentioning Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
No, before.
Joan of Arc.
Dude, it's so funny to hear
Dude, they
that.
burned her at the stake because she wore men's clothing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That's so crazy.
Oh, no. In religious history, if I wanted to be a person, I wouldn't want to be a saint. I would want to be
Saiyan.
Saint. Of course, you want to be a Saiyan.
Go Super Saiyan on the Roman Crusades.
I want to be that guy that got visited by like the Virgin Mary and just had roses in his poncho, and then ran to a priest and was like, "Check it out."
Oh, you're talking about, dude. It's okay.
Lady of Guadalupe.
La Virgen de Guadalupe. Learning
Yes.
about the like
Story, he's
conquest,
just a normal guy.
the conquest of Central America, and how some random indigenous person who was in like a colonized, like mission said he saw the Virgin Mary, and the fact that all of these white Spaniards ran with it because it was one of the first times that there was like indigenous people really into Christianity.
Yeah.
So they were just like, you know what, he right. He right.
Frame his shirt. Frame his shirt on a
reading the
freaking
history,
wall.
being like, it's so obvious that they did not believe it at all, but they were like, if this is gonna get them
The E's are in.
if we because right now we're ruling over them because we like wrecked them through disease and like colonial weapons and
Totally
stuff.
just
But they're
killed
like,
them off
but
with like horses.
religion-
They're stuck on an
with
island. We
religion,
killed
they think
their
they're
asses.
less than us.
Dude, I've been so into I fall asleep every night to a random video. Like my YouTube is so fucked up by my for you
Your For You?
Page.
Lauren.
Your YouTube has a For You page?
Silence. It
We're in
was
a movie theater
Dathan.
right now.
It was Dathan, okay?
Too bad.
After I said
No one
boo.
cares
He's
about
lame.
I said
that guy.
boo, you suck.
You can't hang with
We're
the
not
cooler
showing
kids.
up. And I have to replace you. Anyways, so I watch all these like medieval to all these history videos, and it's so fun because I only get the first 5 minutes of every video.
And then you fall asleep. That's me. That's me with how many podcasts?
I know the very beginning of everything. You want me to get to the middle of it? Fuck it. I don't know. It's not there.
Do you do biographics? Biographics?
They're
does,
fascinating.
like TV quality, like 30
There's
minute.
so many good ones.
There is.
Yeah, I have like this channel that I follow that does only medieval
Okay.
history, which is fun.
Like War of Roses.
Yes, exactly. Oh, don't even get me started about the
Remember-
Tudors.
Dude, Humanities had to spend like a whole unit on just like learning like who killed who
Yeah.
married who. And I remember being like, I don't care. like
Dead in the eye and be like,
So
I don't care.
Here's the thing: if you look at it like it's Game of Thrones, I get it. The whole time
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Game of
Yeah.
Thrones.
it's because it was
I get it.
It was split between
Dude, the
learn
conflict between the two Marys in the War of Roses, what a great story.
It was mixed in between. Here is the most surface level art history you'll ever learn. This is the most surface level philosophy you'll ever learn, and this is the most surface level like plays you'll like
Ever
analysis.
listen to.
And then this goddamn like genealogy.
And then we have to remember the genealogy. And where I was like, I feel like I'm learning nothing about any of these things. I'm learning dates and names.
Yeah.
I didn't learn shit in history. So I have 4 concussions.
All right, right
First of
down
all,
your
you're
leg.
like, right off the bat, 4 concussions.
You're like 2 IQ points per concussion.
Probably more like
That's
5.
how-
I'm gonna be real.
You're
That's
like,
how medicine-
I would be in Mensa. Crazy.
So I truly I feel awful, and I should go to college again just so I can relearn everything. 'Cause if
same.
trivia happened to me, it's over. Like when people start getting into the trivia shit, there's nothing in there. It is a fucking hollow. It's hollow in there, and I don't remember a single fucking thing. So it's fun to watch these videos because it feels like I'm learning it for the first time. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
But you really,
Why
like,
no
just
one
put-
told me about this. And it's like, okay, wait.
Wait, I put this on last night.
Exactly. Yeah. And then I forget about it. I've rewatched videos because I'm true.
Dude,
To not forgetting.
if you want to get good at trivia, dude, This American Life covers the most random assortment of everything.
What are you talking about? What is this documentary?
It's
This
a
Amer-
podcast.
It's a podcast.
The granddaddy of like
Drunk history?
of a certain, what type of podcast would you say? Because it is like the blueprint of the
Joe Rogan experience.
It's like it's like
the narrative.
It's like a documentary, like
Yes.
narrative, like podcast.
It is like the grandpappy of all like heavyweights, Reply All.
Yeah.
All of those things could be traced back to This American Life.
And they do a lot of modern shit too.
They do a lot
Yeah.
of modern shit.
I love it. I do enjoy
There
that.
was a period of time where my goal in life was to take Ira Glass's job. And then I learned that Ira Glass is never going to leave his job.
Yeah.
And when he does leave his job, it's just going to go to like some 45-year-old who's been working as a producer for
Which
the last 20 years.
valid and fair. Like you can't say anything to that.
Well, I
That's a
guess,
baby.
Miguel, you just gotta start working at being a producer. And
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't
Start
that how
fucking getting your shit.
Gimlet started. The guy who was in charge of Gimlet wanted to take over This American Life, and he worked there for like 10 plus years, and then they didn't give him.
And then he was like, "I'm gonna make my own podcast company,"
And then he sold it to Spotify for like
and then
$500 million
and then it
or something.
tanked.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, because like
At least he got paid.
the
He
whole
got that bag.
He got that bag.
the
Like,
whole thing around Gimlet is he hired people to make shows that were completely personality driven, and then they got bought by Spotify, and everybody had to fit a Spotify algorithm. And
also, doesn't
so then no one liked
Spotify's
it.
algorithm take advantage of the artists, producers, stuff?
Yes, and
like, take
as
advantage
new
of it?
changes have made it that if you don't pull in like 50,000 listens a month, you don't get any money.
Like YouTube,
Yeah.
but worse.
Yeah, it is like YouTube, but
Wait,
worse.
Yeah.
damn.
YouTube's like term of services
Yeah,
are
you
a
have
little
to
different.
you have to make like you have to do like a minimum of like 300,000 yearly streams or something like that.
Yeah,
Damn.
just Spotify.
That makes sense why like Joe Rogan did it.
And that's why so many like music artists continue to say, stream, like constantly on my Instagram. I have like artists saying, stream my music as much as you can, like all the time.
Do you remember
Especially
that
new
time
stuff.
when Justin Bieber released Yummy Yummy?
Yeah,
or like
replay while you
I hate
sleep
Yummy
20
Yummy.
times. I
hate that
remember when
song.
it was like to keep us in the number one. They were trying to beat like
Like
Bad Bunny or something?
Like, shut up!
dude, his campaign about that was crazy.
yeah, I think it
Yeah,
was like Bad
cringe.
Bunny had been in the charts for like 5 weeks or something.
It felt like a K-pop version.
Yes.
But like K-pop, it's always the stands that are the ones that push
And
about like
everyone knows
stream,
the
stream,
stands
stream.
are crazy.
Can I
Yeah,
just
exactly.
say
But it was Justin Bieber.
It was. Yeah,
one thing about that song when it came out?
Yum yum yum.
God fucking damn, the performance on SNL made me want to puke my guts out.
I thought the funniest
it.
thing.
I don't think I watched it.
What's so bad about it?
He danced
No,
like
he-
an idiot.
He is being kind of
looks so
I
stupid.
remember because he is being kind of like. Have you seen Ross? Have you seen Ross Lynch giving me the ick videos?
Yes. Oh,
Do you know like Ross Lynch became like a heartthrob for a little bit?
Yeah.
And, well, he
He still is.
He's-
Once again, I don't know anything about Ross Lynch but I only hear through like fourth removed people talk about Ross Lynch.
So,
like I don't know anything
during
about him.
this last tour, a lot of people who were really into him off of TikTok edits, seeing him in person, realize that like his like hip thrusting and stuff looks real gross in real life.
Oh, it's
And it's become like now people are memeing like all the like Ross Lynch girlies of last year are like doing their like my ick phase for Ross Lynch now.
I most of the Ross Lynch videos I see is people being like, "Oh my god, I saw Ross Lynch at this random bar," and it's just them taking selfies.
I
So I'm
think
like,
he's
dude, that's
perfectly
crazy.
pleasant, and I think he's a good-looking man. But I do agree he's got too much of a Timothy Chalamet body to be doing like the body roll, like pelvic thrust. I'm like, you're only allowed
Do you know who does that really well?
who?
Price of Servitude.
Okay, because he's twink, like he's
He's
like
a twink.
he's a twink. That's so
Yeah.
different. That's so
It's so
different.
good.
I mean, if I made myself If I made myself a little more tone, I could be that guy.
Ross,
You
that's
could be
true.
Troye Sivan.
You could be.
I could be
you
Troye
could wear
Sivan
that
if I wanted
exact
to be.
outfit.
If I really
You
wanted to
could.
be.
Maybe not singing, but you could do that outfit, and you can do like the little red butt undies, like SNL.
Exactly.
Like the SNL sketch.
I could totally be Ross.
Oh, did they do?
So it was Timothy Chalamet as Troye Sivan.
Troye Sivan. Yeah, I can be Troy.
And Boy Genius as his Troye Sivan clones.
Dude, Timothy Chalamet with fucking Boy Genius.
and the
is such
gag
a,
is just they're like around
It's so Zoomer. Zoomer coded.
They're around like
so
a
just by Zoomer. Like they were like, we're gonna get these bitches to watch.
yeah, the gag is they're around a straight woman in the hospital, and they're a product of her imagination, and they all do like the little red undie dance, where they show their little red undies and then pelvic thrust, and that's like the gag.
Classic.
It was
Classic.
fine.
Yeah, that's
Like
fine.
SNL. They
Did
have
they do a
some.
Willy Wonka gag too?
Yeah, and it felt in bad taste because it was one day after the strikes ended. So it was like him being like, go watch Willy Wonka now, as he does a Willy Wonka gag. And you're like, it's been a day, man.
Okay, that's actually kind of funny though.
Dude, he also straight up makes a joke about the strikes during his like intro to the to the
There
episode.
was a lot of poorly timed jokes, like the Hamas joke.
That was
Dude,
weird.
I'm so removed. I don't know.
So at one point, there's like a joke where
Just watch the newer episode. It's probably better with Jason Momoa than the Timothy.
I think
Timothy
SNL
has good ones, but it also has bad ones.
I think SNL is 30% of the jokes, if you watch the whole episode, are clearly written by like the conservative writers who write under the
All we can
name
say-
guy who's like 80 years old or whatever.
All I
Lord
say
Michaels.
is
Lord Michaels.
when Tina Fey left to 30 Rock, that was when like SNL started going lower on the writing for the comedy.
No, that's
Because she would come in
The
sometimes.
thing with SNL is it's always had some good sketches, but mostly been not funny.
It's got like
the writers
there's
have
no
changed.
good
That's all I can
era
say.
of SNL.
Yeah, I saw a video where somebody
What?
went through.
Yeah.
Oh,
every
there
era.
is good
it's like-
eras.
No,
No,
there's good
it's what-
episodes.
Come on,
No.
Will Ferrell has good seasons.
No. There's whatever the good era is
You're
of
j-
SNL is whatever you most fondly remember.
And it's also you're remembering the really popular clips you saw on YouTube in your youth that,
I don't know
that
about
are the most
you, but
popular.
I would
Will-
stay till 12 o'clock at night watching SNL since I was, 10 years old.
No, I
Brendan,
watched.
So I'm more of an
But I'm saying,
experienced watcher than
there's-
you.
there's been
So
a-
don't come at me
there's been-
with saying
We're not coming.
judgment.
We're not
I'm
coming
coming
at
at
you.
you.
I'm coming at you.
No,
But
I stopped during
There's
COVID.
been a bunch
That's
of
where I
YouTube
stopped.
videos that go through every era of SNL, and then they show the jokes, and they're like, "There's good episodes, but by and large, it's always been about 30% funny, 70% unfunny."
But that's like
No,
every
and I agree.
sitcom ever. Like,
Yes,
Sunny
exactly.
Philadelphia isn't that funny all the time.
the close.
Yeah.
Friends is
it always
mostly not
does
funny.
hit every time.
No, we
Oh,
don't.
it's so
I've
funny.
seen
Dude,
most
I'm
of the
part
show.
of that crew that once I got 6-7 seasons through, I was just tired of It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
I love It's Always Sunny
It doesn't
so
hit
much.
for me at all. Like I don't
Early
think it's
seasons?
bad. I don't
Early
think it's
seasons
bad at
are
all
good.
anymore.
Some episodes.
But it doesn't hit at all for me anymore.
Like once you get past season 6, you're
Because
just like,
I think
Gosh,
a lot of the
I think it's so
gags
funny.
are based off. To be fair, I also don't watch shows. I don't watch any show that's that long.
I think
I'm just not a 6-season plus show viewer.
Okay. Also, I haven't seen any of the new seasons.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched
they're
the
okay.
I watched the newest, not the newest
Season
season.
The last new, the one with
like season 13
11.
or 14.
Buff
11.
Mac or whatever.
no, it's season 13. You're right.
I think they're on season 14 now. I didn't
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
season 14. But I've seen like the second newest season. It was okay. It was like the COVID season.
It's a lot of just like pop culture jokes.
It was their COVID season, and then they went to Ireland. I watched like that season.
I also think their
They
best.
went to Ireland?
Yeah, they planned it a long time ago, and then they never did it, and now they're finally doing it.
Yeah, it was okay.
It's like a several yeah.
I also think the best Always Sunny episodes were behind them, like Charlie being a genius.
Yes,
Hilarious.
The placebo episode.
See, that's-
Any of the blackface episodes.
And when I think...
Because you go like, this is so blackface, but this is so funny.
It's the whole point is that they're
Yeah.
doing it because they're such awful people. And you're like, that's awful.
I love the like WWE episodes where they're like dressed up as eagles and they get the homeless guy. And it's a whole fucking thing.
Dude, the
And it's several episodes. It's a reoccurring thing.
The fact that they're supposed to be bad people does remind me of I know I've told you before, but Robert Downey Jr. goes on Joe Rogan's show a lot because he's friends with Joe Rogan.
I did not
and
know
I've
that.
gotten
What?
a bunch of clips where they keep on telling him. Oh no, it was Jamie Foxx. Sorry, it was.
I was like,
Okay, I was
it
like,
was
Jamie
Jamie
does
Foxx.
not go
But
on that
Jamie-
podcast even
Jamie
once.
Foxx goes on it a lot, and he's friends
Yes.
with with Robert Downey, and he talks about
Because he's a comedian.
because he was talking about how Robert Downey Jr. and him did a movie, and how Robert Downey Jr. like doesn't want them. He's the only reason the movie doesn't get released on Netflix, because he's put money into it not being released, because he doesn't want to be like involved because of the role he did. And I went, what's the role he did? And then I guess Joe Rogan has seen the cut, and Joe Rogan and Jamie Foxx are like, I don't understand why he thinks it's a big deal. It's just like Tropic Thunder when he played like a black guy. Blah,
Are you talking
blah.
about the Mexican
Yes,
costume?
but the gag is not like Tropic Thunder, where it was a white actor playing. No, the reason that the Robert Downey Jr. doesn't want it to be released and thinks it might make him look bad is he's playing a legit Mexican. And as a Mexican, a Mexican stereotype.
Hold on.
In like a comedy movie.
Doesn't Robert
Downey Jr. is white.
not Rob, the other Rob, You Can Do It guy from Adam Sandler's movies.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider
does a lot. That's a Mexican guy. He's supposed to be a janitor that says, "You can do it," and he says it in a Mexican accent. He's done it since like the dawn of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he's always like
always been
janitor.
janitor.
First Dates, he was like the Hawaiian guy.
Yes, he was.
And it was like, yikes.
I think he just looks mildly. I don't even think he looks ethnically ambiguous. I think he looks mildly ethnically ambiguous, and so he thinks it's okay to make the joke.
Yes. And every one of his college friends agree. Everyone agrees.
Because I'm like,
everyone in the grown-ups cast was like, "Yeah, Rob Schneider."
I'm like,
Yeah, paint that shoe polish on, baby.
He doesn't look ethnic. He just looks like Israeli. Like he doesn't look like he's brown or anything.
Like if Hassan decided to take a fucking like comedy acting,
And he like just like spray tanned himself with bronzer.
Like you're not Mexican, Hassan.
But it's crazy. It's crazy because I now have a different opinion on Jamie Foxx ever since because he's done this on 2 different interviews that I've seen. Him
also,
equating.
Rob Schneider's canceled, I think, by something bad. He's done bad things
during his
already.
Adam Sandler. He was the opening act for the Sacramento Adam Sandler show and went on a 15-minute transphobic tirade.
Hannah talked
That's
about
why I
that
clown
with
on
me.
Rob
'Cause
Schneider.
Oh, she went to see Adam Sandler? Yeah, I hear.
Because you know Hannah.
Which makes me think, dude,
That's
Adam
crazy.
Weston go
Sandler's
with
probably
you?
transphobic.
Huh?
Did Weston go with you?
I don't know.
I
He
just
didn't go.
I just
Heard it
was
through the
saying that
grapevine.
Hannah
Grapevine.
watched it.
Yeah.
And I was like, how is Adam Sandler? Like, she fucking loves Adam.
I've also
Adam
seen
Sandler.
that special, Miguel.
No, but in the
The
Sacramento
UFC ears
the
joke.
Sacramento show, from what everyone was saying, he went on like a straight 15 minutes exclusively trans jokes.
He did, yeah.
That's crazy.
Adam, yeah.
No, Rob
And then
Schneider.
Adam
Oh,
Sandler
Rob?
like came out
Yeah, he
apparently.
opened for it.
I don't
apparently,
watch Rob's stand-up.
apparently he like Adam Sandler came out and he's like, "What was that? That was crazy." Anyways, here's my show.
But I do remember this set.
I do
Which is
know that
awesome.
Rob Schneider continued to open for him, so it wasn't that big
Yeah,
of a deal.
I know exactly.
Because I can tell you, if one of my friends opened for me and it was just 15 minutes of trans jokes, I'd be like,
He'd
you're
be
off the tour.
Don't do it. Yeah, like you're gone.
You're gone. What?
He also has a show. Did you know that?
Rob Schneider?
Called Real Rob, and it's literally
That's
just
older
plays
though.
himself.
Real Rob's older though, right?
It's pretty old.
Yeah, Real Rob. I feel
Like
I think I saw that when I was scrolling through
2017?
Netflix. Oh, then
2017?
it's newer than I thought. I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking that because Rob Schneider was in a sketch comedy show with like Jimmy Kimmel or something.
Oh yeah.
It's the one with you're thinking of. It's the one you're thinking of.
The man show?
The blackface. But it's okay because he's like a rapist, and I'm like, I don't know about that, man.
It's like
you know
dressing
what I'm
up.
talking about?
Yeah.
Nope.
There's a Jimmy Kimmel episode. He had a show called The Man Show, and it was a sketch.
It was on MTV. So
It's MTV.
like,
Okay.
Sketch comedy show. That
MTV sketch comedy,
It was
okay.
mostly drinking, farts, and boobies. And one
Like-
of the jokes was about a basketball player who had recently been like caught sleeping with like a 13-year-old or something. But instead of the gag being like this is a terrible person, the gag was like, look at Jimmy Kimmel, he's on blackface.
and we didn't even know about we knew about the man show.
And
But
we clicked a random episode of The Man Show, and the first episode we clicked on happened to be the blackface episode. And it was so funny because we were like high as shit, and we just click a random thing at like midnight.
I do like the Lonely Island sketch comedy show.
I haven't seen Lonely
They had
Island
a sketch
stuff.
comedy show?
It was good.
I know they started at SNL writers, and then they had a Lonely Island, and then they made the movie Pop Star Never Stop Popping, which I give a firm 7 out of 10. I think it's kind of funny.
Wow.
I think it's pretty funny.
Like
Well,
a
that's high
true,
for a comedy.
a true
That's
7
high
out of
for a
10.
comedy.
7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I think comedies are hard to like really get right.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't think I think there's almost no comedies that are above 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like comedies for the most part, like
Unless it's like
a
a
show, are almost never like. I almost
like a sad comedy,
I almost
maybe.
never go through a comedy without at least one bit, even if I think it's funny, where I go, "Oh, that's not just cringe. That's problematic."
I mean, wouldn't you call Barry though like a really high
Oh,
rated?
but it's more
rom-com?
drama than it is funny.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. It being shown to me as a comedy, it put me off a bit until I was like, oh no, this is drama. It was fun.
It's a funny show, but it's
No,
way more
absolutely.
dramatic than it is
It
funny.
is drama more than
Yeah.
funny.
There aren't very many comedy movies.
And it's funnier
That's
because
true, yeah.
the interposition between comedy and,
the
And
and
I loved it,
drama.
and I think, and that's the reason why I loved it. I have a problem. I never finish shows.
I have
never,
2 episodes left, and I don't know when the goddamn I'm getting to them.
It's always the last season. I always get to the last season and I go,
Dude,
meh.
I didn't even leave off on like an X-level part. I left off right after like the biggest cliffhanger in the show up to
Oh,
that
really?
part. Yeah, I left off like everything's changed,
Yeah.
and then I went, I'll catch up.
Yeah, I'm so bad with it.
How's Invincible, by the way?
Oh,
Yeah,
really
Miguel.
good.
It's
Is it
I
really
just started
good?
watching
good.
it literally today.
You know how I?
What about the next episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Oh, I've held on them to watch with Brent too, with Dathan, but I don't need to hold off on them very much because
Everyone shows you everything.
have you seen? Maybe not because I don't think many of you are on anime TikTok.
No,
but,
I'm not.
MAPPA, like MAPPA is the biggest studio in anime.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how they overworked their workers a bunch.
Yes.
I
Oh,
guess
Oh
it's
yeah,
really-
they do.
I
It's
guess
like
it
every
totally
animation
does,
studio,
for
yeah.
the last episode of Jujutsu Kaisen was really like people were saying it's like the best looking episode of the series. So it's getting hyped up a lot. So we were talking about it a lot. And then because people were talking about it so much, like 80 members of the crew who are working on it said, yeah, we're only 2 weeks ahead of schedule. We're working 15-hour days, 7 days a week for the last 4 months. And they refuse to give us breaks. We're close to doing a walkout now.
Yeah, there's been a lot of memes
we've done
going around.
We've done multiple like confrontations with management, all threatening to walk out, and they say we'll just hire people from overseas.
Oh my god.
That's so
That's
fucking crazy.
that's Japanese workforce.
But
for
I-
you.
Yeah, it
I
is.
learned Jujutsu
If you-
Kaisen gets like cuts its workers like that. I'm not gonna
No,
watch
yeah,
it.
I heard one guy took a break after 3 weeks of working every day, and they cut him from the team,
Ooh.
Wow.
Cutthroat.
taking a single day off in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't. You know me.
Yeah, but yeah,
You know me. I don't watch anime.
But I was hearing 14 hours a day, 7 days a week.
No, that's
Drawing?
insane.
The
Exactly.
hand cramps.
That's so.
the hand cramps.
That's so
Like take
Imagine.
Motrin to make your hand feel okay.
Your
Yeah.
hand, your back, like you get so
Heavy Tylenol
mentally,
or something.
Your eyes.
mentally
No, there's a big
taxing.
meme.
Dear Lord.
The head key animator there's a picture of him, they're like eyes on different anime characters, and they show him, and he's got like bags that reach like all the way down, and you're like, fuck, this man's not doing good. This man's not doing good.
He's on the cusp
He's on
right
the-
now.
I'm like, these people are passing out at work for sure. Like this is like
That's awful.
Like we were like, oh, like I don't know, man. Maybe we should be more.
You know, if I was watching
adamant
Jujutsu
on our
Kaisen, I'd
workforce.
stop.
No, I haven't seen it.
You stand up for your rights, Dyson.
Yeah, I've stopped for 3 weeks. Nothing to do with Dathan, just hasn't been available.
That's the big thing. Just haven't touched it because we don't have our friend.
R.I.P. fucking Dathan.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
why I'm
sad.
here now.
In our
You didn't want a woman, you just needed someone to stand in. I get it. I get it.
Hey, I mean, we should have the audio working, and we have the backup audio
Okay,
going.
all right.
So we won't silence your voice this time.
No matter what, if this goes really badly, there is still just an audio release.
Hey, here's the thing. So I did this like maybe a month or two ago.
I think a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago, where they're like, "Hey, come over." Dathan isn't showing up, and I was like, "Lame." and they had me stand in because they love women. But apparently they
It's true.
don't. Apparently they don't.
Yeah, high five,
because-
Dyson.
We talked over her less than Hassan did.
Which was very nice. I agree. Hey, got me there. But at least Hassan puts it out.
That's true.
Can I say something?
No,
Okay.
some of them should not have been put out.
The audio was literally unlistenable. It was literally like
Guess what?
when you're
Which-
going off on like your periods and
It
tampons,
sounded
it was
like
just like
And guess what?
Mechanical
We
voice.
really
It's like
wanted.
Charlie Brown when the fucking teacher's
Yeah.
talking. Yeah.
We really wanted our audience to learn about periods and tampons so much too, because this is the only chance they're getting.
Okay,
To
well,
explicitly have
I
45 minutes
I
of
can
only.
start over again.
No, we've already heard all 45 minutes.
Dyson.
I can start over again if you
You were
want.
there at Denny's, right? After Halloween?
yeah,
Okay. So you remember that server we had?
yeah.
Okay. So you know how he like kind of flirted with me last
Okay,
time
Slay.
we went?
No,
What?
I
That
did
was
not
just
catch
me?
on that.
What are you talking about?
Because remember, like the Mexican manager that was there kind of joked with him.
I wasn't there.
Just me. Okay. Well, I
Yeah,
saw him again.
I guess so. Okay.
And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man.
You sound like me when I talk about my boyfriends.
You don't have any boyfriends. Like I,
I told
don't
you I
have.
have 7.
I don't have any boyfriends either.
okay.
I have 7
Whatever.
Were you
boyfriends.
flirting with a Mexican manager
have-
somewhere?
No, I know the
No, the
Mexican
waiter.
manager. The
Where?
waiter. The white boy with the painted
Denny's.
nails. The white boy with the painted nails.
Oh, I remember now because you pointed out that he had painted nails.
Yes. And he served me again when I went with my
I'm
grandfather.
not gonna lie, you need to look like you'd fuck.
Shit, man. That's so mean.
He look, you be his Troye Sivan, his slightly bigger Troye Sivan.
Whatever.
His Austin show.
But no, I saw him again, and then I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Have you seen the newest episode? I think it's the newest episode of Fear and where Austin Show is like, actually, I don't look at the DMs trying to fuck me anymore because I thought that was weird. I'm like, you're okay. Says the guy who very last episode was like, I fly
Talking
out
about
people on my
flying people.
DMs.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah,
tweet
yeah.
guy.
I'm like, I bet
yeah.
enough people on the TikTok were like, this is kind of weird. He was like, actually, I don't look at them.
Yeah,
He said,
yeah.
no, he did. He said, I look at them, I don't respond to them.
You're saying Troye Sivan plays D&D on a show?
No.
No.
On a show, for sure, no. I can imagine Troye Sivan having done a D&D game.
He'd totally
He'd be like a little elf, little
yeah,
Twinkie
little
boy.
Twinkie boy. He's like a druid or some shit.
I hope he would
Very
be a half
bottom
orc.
energy.
He's
No,
like
Troy Sivan's a top.
Yeah.
Oh, so then he'd probably be a sorcerer.
Troye Sivan's trying to pass his concentration checks. All like,
I was
oh.
gonna say sorcerer's the most bottom ass fucking class you could take.
No, that's
no,
wizard.
I was actually.
Oh no,
yeah.
that's actually no. Cleric is like a power bottom.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Clark is-
power bottom.
People think he's gonna like just be like a bottom, but no, they get
No,
you.
sorcerer's bottom to me. That screams bottom.
Why?
Well, I disagree. I
I
don't.
disagree. Wizard and
Wizard gives way more
Wizard
bottom
is
to
more
me.
bottom. I think sorcerer is pretty verse.
sorcerer and
I
warlock.
agree.
Okay, I can take verse with sorcerer.
You know what's
I
top
can take
as
source.
fuck? Druid.
Druid.
Uh-huh.
Druids are top as fuck.
Are you
Oh, yeah.
sure?
Oh yeah.
Animal shape, wild shape, that's top. That's
Right.
top energy.
Druid could be.
Maybe I'm mistaken
Druid
about
could be
druids.
top verse, like
Yeah,
They-
druids are top verse.
top verse.
Yeah, like
I
they'll
see-
bottom when like no one else wants to bottom.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
like,
He'll go.
But
He'll
they'll
go.
like
go
I'll
top.
prepare some like support
know who would
spells.
always
But like
volunteer
I'm
for a
gonna be
bottom?
my animal boy.
Uh-huh.
A person who would always volunteer for bottom would probably warlock. Warlock would bottom immediately.
Dude, warlocks are ultimate bottom.
Ultimate
Yeah,
bottoms.
yeah, yeah,
Like
absolutely.
the whole
I don't
point
know what
of
it
the
is
class
with
you're a
spellcasters.
bottom to like a powerful being.
No,
Cthulhu's your baby.
Just
you know?
spellcasters in general. It just screams bottom to me. I'm like, all right, I see you compensating with your magical abilities.
Okay,
like, all right,
barbarian
all
class.
right.
speaking about
so
magic
weird.
and bottoming, you guys know? Have you guys been saying what is perhaps the biggest fantasy book of this year? Like go like crazy viral on TikTok.
No.
Fourth Wing.
No.
Never heard of it?
Nope.
Nope.
It
Non book
is-
talk.
Me
By I found out. I didn't
like
find out about it
bisexual talk
through
or something.
book talk.
I don't
found out
know.
about it through r/fantasy did their top like 10 books of fantasy books of the year.
Yeah.
And on the top 10, it wasn't on there. And then like Mark Lawrence, who's like a really popular author, is like, it's weird that Fourth Wing has 200 times the number one vote in Goodreads, like amount of Goodreads, but like no one in this community is talking about it. I'm like, I wonder who
Because
it
they're
is.
not women.
And it's TikTok, and it is dragon military sex academy.
Because it's not women.
What?
No, so that the story is like
Dragons and
you
cars,
bind with a
right?
dragon, which makes you more sexually promiscuous because you get that like dragon like.
All right,
you
you're
know, like-
selling me.
like animal, and it's like a military academy where they're dragon riders, and the dragons give them magic, and the main all I know is the main character's sister canonically her dragon has size changing magic.
Wait, do they fuck the dragons?
No,
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
but the sister,
You guys enjoy your dragon
The
talk. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Okay.
the sister canonically uses her dragon's size-changing magic to change the size of her lover's genitalia.
As she should.
Imagine though going to your dragon,
Real Gale of Waterdeep move.
yeah, going to your dragon and being like, "So dragon, that pipe ain't big enough."
No. Hey.
Maybe that pipe too big.
The only like connection I have to that is me going up to my fucking like cat Maple, being like, Maple, he ain't laying the fucking pipe.
Can you
Can you help me?
add 2 inches in height, 1 inch in girth?
Right, literally. And she would go slay bestie.
Like-
And so I get it.
Maple will do that for you.
Oh, Maple would for sure.
But no, I heard it's mostly like a fine book, but like what really makes it sell on TikTok is it's filled with like little sexy,
Perfect.
like dragon school escapades.
Yeah, fun.
Sex on top of dragons, stuff like that.
Sounds like might have a book. Like you're selling me. I don't understand what
you
the
know
conversation
what?
is.
You go have that sex on top of your dragon. You know, good for you. Good for you.
No, it's probably most likely gonna win Goodreads book
Like
of the year.
top
I mean,
book, yeah.
think because it's either always.
Book Talk has ruined Goodreads.
It has.
No.
It has.
There's a reason that the last 3 years have been all Sarah J. Maas books #1. And I'm like,
Absolutely.
even taking away my man appeal every year beats out to this. Every year. They're not that different. The books
No,
aren't
they
that
are.
different.
No, so my curse with reading anything, especially romance, which once again, if there isn't romance in a book, I won't read it.
And it won't.
It's so
Actually, no,
it's
it's
so
just
fucked
habit.
up. It's so fucked up, and I hate that that's something in my brain.
I get it though. Like if that's like just like one of your qualifiers.
Yeah, but at the same time, I want the romance until they get together, and then I don't care.
So
You're in it for the sexual tension.
I want the tension. As soon as they get together, I'm like, man, I don't care. So that's the thing with all these like Sarah J.
Sarah J. Maas.
Yeah, all of her books is like they finally get together, and I'm like, why is there 7 more books? They're together, so I don't care.
You just want a bunch of one-offs.
Yes. Oh my god. Yes.
You need to get to the 5th. Which one was? I remember it's like the 5th or the 6th book that is like completely optional because it's mostly just romantic scenes.
You're right. I love that. That's fantastic. That's what I need. That's what I need.
Yeah.
I need the slow burn that. So
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
why-
Get on your soapbox.
thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm fucking positioned. This is
Stand
why.
on the chair if you want.
This is why Pride and Prejudice is the greatest thing.
Well, that's what Jane Austen in general.
This is why Pride and Prejudice is the greatest thing ever fucking created.
I don't know. I
I-
like
No, I don't care. I don't
Sorry,
even know. I don't
Miguel.
even care. I don't care what you're about to say. I don't, because Pride and Prejudice is the greatest thing that's ever fucking been invaded.
Dude, Emma's better.
Star Wars.
Oh,
caps
you've read
that
Emma?
all.
I've only watched Emma. I haven't
That's
read
right.
Emma.
Fucking try to read it.
I've-
It sucks.
I've seen both of the adaptations. I've seen the new one and the old one.
No, I've watched Emma. Emma's good. Emma's good. Don't get me wrong. Reading it's so hard. Pride and Prejudice, you the whole time you're reading, you're like, slay Elizabeth. Like, yes, pop off, Lizzie. Like, it's so good. And it
I can say the same
and
about.
it ends with them getting together, and that's it.
I can
And
say the
that's it.
same.
No more.
I can say the same
if you
about
wanna-
Frankenstein's monster. I like go Frankenstein monster.
Dude.
Learn that shit.
But if
Be in that shit.
if you wanna,
Fuck yeah.
if you want to read Pride and Prejudice again though, but sit during Christmas time, I've got a book for you written by a teacher.
Are you cool with like artifact hunting and like Laura Croft-esque stories?
No, when I found out that one of the books is just
Quest
the
for Camelot
exact,
kinda
because
more.
she has 2 retellings of Pride and Prejudice, one in like semi-modern day,
then
one
the other one's
it's just in
based-
Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the exact same story,
and
but on
The
Christmas.
Christmas Prince.
and you
of
know
Pride and
what?
Prejudice.
Good for her. Because she just published her fan fiction.
She did, and she makes like not good money, but good hobby money.
I want that to be me.
Because she's part of like the Gene Austen Society in our area, and they all buy her book.
Fuck yeah. No, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I made my best friend Jessica watch it for the very first time last week.
First time? Dude, this is like old age to see Pride and Prejudice the first time.
I am
because
sure.
I'm sure we had a Pride and Prejudice party.
No, we watched.
We all watched
and we
the
watched
BBC special.
Right, which is not the one that I'm talking about. I'm talking
Keira
about 2005 with Keira Knightley.
I watched that. It good. I guess.
It is,
I remember.
don't even. See, this is why I'm surrounded by men.
I'm sorry. I just
This is why I'm surrounded by men.
I like the
You're
BBC
also
version.
surrounded by men who have at least watched like the Pride and Prejudice adaptation.
It is. I'm not even joking with you. It is my favorite movie of all time.
The Keira Knightley version. Keira Knightley, to be fair, with women who are bisexual or bi-curious,
Which is
it strikes an immense chord with them more than any other
awesome.
population.
You say that because that is the movie I learned I was bi.
No, it's true. Oh,
That's the movie that I went. Oh,
from what I hear, it goes.
That's where it clicks.
Right. And I was in like 4th grade because my mom used to watch it every Sunday. Like from the time I was in 2nd grade for like a good 2-year period, every Sunday you would hear the first notes, which is like birds, like it's a bunch of birds, and it's the first like do 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 do, and my brother and I would just be like, stop watching that. And then so she stopped watching it for like a good few years, and then in high school I rewatched it and I was like,
I love it.
You're like, oh my god, Keira Knightley looks so pretty.
I was like, oh, I get it, Mom. I'm
Has
so
Jessie
sorry.
Little Woman?
Yes. She's seen Little Woman.
They're not that little.
No, they aren't. They aren't that little.
So misleading. What a
It is-
misleading
it
title.
is.
So like the height maximum should have been 5'2".
Absolutely.
Tallest sister.
But no, so I've been just sending her TikTok edits of Pride and Prejudice and Little Women because they are hilarious to me and I love them.
Because as people who have seen my not according to Dathan. Dathan says Little Woman is wrong or whatever. No, he didn't say Little Woman. He said Summer Wars was wrong.
Yes.
Which is crazy because
and you're like
in my top 4.
Yeah, your
saying
top 4.
That Summer Wars shouldn't be in my top 4. I'm like, it's been in my top 4 since I was like
That's
10.
the only anime there, right?
So I put Ponyo there too, but I switched out Ponyo because I said Summer Wars filled the same gap. And then Dathan was like, you should have taken out Summer Wars, not Ponyo.
Dude, Dathan, my like
No, I'm Dathan. Shut your ass up, man.
so, like I remember I mentioned to you guys like my top in my top 10 video games, I don't include 2 video games that are too similar in like gameplay or like the same franchise because like I wouldn't want my list. I want my list to be diverse.
Versatile.
Yeah. And Dathan was like, "Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Cause the diversity. Like, if I'm not gonna have both Divinity 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 on my top 10 list because they're basically like this.
Like you like them for the same reasons, except you like one more.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, okay, just bump off Divinity.
I think
Baldur's
he
Gate
doesn't
takes its place.
understand because he doesn't play video games as much as you. Because in video games, you don't like the same thing every time, but in movies, you enjoy it more often when it's something you know.
I think with movies, it's
right.
I think with movies, there's less to consider. Like with games, you're considering like
gameplay,
soundtrack, atmosphere.
Like the entire experience as a whole, which is like days.
I can tell you, I am not a
Days
big
of your
gameplay person. I am like atmosphere, dialogue options.
But if it's not good gameplay, I'm not going to fucking play.
Dude, no, I can play a game that has not good gameplay.
I mean,
if
guess Dyson has also.
If the art style's really my vibe and I like the dialogue a lot, I don't care if like the combat's
Miguel,
boring.
give me a bad gameplay like game you've played that has good storytelling, that has bad gameplay. Because if you're thinking of Persona games, those are good gameplay. That's great gameplay.
Depends which Persona. Which game
Persona
SMT game you're
3
playing.
is not great, but
Persona 2, great story, dog ass gameplay. I hate it.
And you like
most people do. They're early. They're young.
Yeah,
actually, SMT is actually an example because not bad gameplay. Gameplay I don't inherently find fun, but I fell into liking it because
I'm sad
liked.
too. You want
You
this
can do a
little
little
bit?
bit of vodka with grape juice before we do our.
Want this little
We
bit?
gotta do our top 10 ranking,
all
and I
that's
want us
left,
to be
Lauren.
buzzed.
Lauren, look how
I
much
want us to be
left.
buzzed for the top 10 ranking.
There's nothing there. I'll put it in mine.
But the game. I don't like the combat of SMT because it's too crunchy. It is crunchy, straight up crunchy.
Roll.
But because I like the character design so much, and even the games that don't have good story have really cool setting. Because every time I talk to you about playing any of the SMT games, it's almost always like
It's vibes.
It's vibes.
Vibes.
I'm not a gameplay. I'm not a gameplay nerd that way. If something's really, really crunchy, I actually start to get the ick. But the vibes can keep me there.
Which I don't understand. What I don't understand though is where Dyson gets like the vibe from Kingdom Hearts.
No, Kingdom Hearts has amazing vibes. What are you talking about?
I need you to break it down for me.
Okay, Kingdom
So I can
Hearts
comprehend
is
it.
like cheesy anime shonen, but like they shoved
With
Disney. They shoved Disney right into
that's
it.
what I don't
And so
you sold me.
No, this is why I don't get how Brandon didn't understand, because he's both a Disney head and an anime shonen head. I'm like,
So don't combine them
all
often.
people who should love Kingdom Hearts, the guy who is caught up on My Hero Academia and gets mad at Disney actors should be the one who gets Kingdom Hearts.
But yeah, and also Kingdom Hearts 2 has like really great gameplay.
And pretty good storytelling.
the
I would say
gameplay-
the second game is better storytelling than the first game.
One, I think Kingdom Hearts has fun gameplay because I've always been like, I like Dynasty. I like when you're just like clashing through a bunch of like enemies.
Yeah.
But two, Kingdom Hearts 2, while it may be like the most like Kingdom Hearts in general, like the shot together, like made up as it goes thing, you can tell wholeheartedly how much like love is put in.
Yeah, there's a lot of attention.
It's both barely worked on to keep cohesively, but filled with love.
Yeah.
Are you
It's
excited,
like what
are you excited
Sonic
for the new
wants to
Kingdom
be,
Hearts?
but never could.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not one of those people who really takes it seriously.
When the
But like I'm here for like
Eager.
the
You're eager.
I'm here for the camp.
the
Yeah.
new world's
Yeah,
supposed to
I
be
get
more
you.
Final Fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Which is, bread and butter
And
for
modern.
most gamers.
And modern, yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
It's like super
You don't
modern.
like Final Fantasy 14, 15, 16, right?
The only Final Fantasy game I've ever played is 14.
The Realm Reborn, which is crazy because it's the Final Fantasy game for people who have played the other Final Fantasy
But
games.
it's MMORPG, and I played it all, and I love it.
But I like 80% of the
But-
content references the other Final Fantasy games.
So here's the thing: all of their like shoot offs. So you play the main story, right? You play it, and then you get your raids and your like side content. Those are all references to other Final Fantasy 14s, and then it goes over my head, and I go, and I do my little raids, and I scream.
Yeah, Jordan was like, come over here, look at my mount, and it's like one of the summons from Final Fantasy X.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
this big lightning horse.
Yeah, absolutely, and which goes over my head because I don't fucking care. Like I don't know.
How do summons work in 14?
Huh?
Do they have
Are
summons?
there summons in 14?
What are summons?
So like you
there's
summon like a big
lightning dragon.
a big like lightning dragon
You-
or
so you
like
have, so it's an MMORPG. So you have your mounts and you have your minions.
okay.
There's not like a
but
like
there's not like a big
Dude,
summon like
no.
system.
Dude, classic Final Fantasy is you do your summon and you get a dope cutscene of that
That's not
summon.
classic.
And depending on what game you go, that cutscene goes way too long. Look, there are certain games where they introduce like this dragon's gonna do his attack that's gonna blow up the world and do 300 damage, and
Right.
it's like a 7-minute cutscene
Oh,
of
yeah.
like the dragon
Right.
arriving.
Did you know
so, like-
summons didn't start happening in Final Fantasy to like the 8th game or something?
No.
Like at
Still
least
around.
7 because
Yeah.
So
Because I remember playing 7.
there's some pixel art ones. So
There
like
was
it had to
some,
have been.
but 8 made it more of a mechanic.
What, Lauren?
But the whole thing with 14 is it's an MMORPG. So
No, I
you're
get
doing
that.
dungeons,
Yeah.
you're doing
Yeah.
dungeons, you're doing raids. Like that's the whole thing. And all the cousins are fucking the whole quest
They're
line
skippable
stories.
too, right?
You can't skip them, yeah.
There you go.
But I play because it's fun with a bunch of group of friends.
I also hear it has some of the best guild mechanics.
It
out
is.
Of, like,
It's
out of
fantastic.
MMOs.
I love it so much. Like that aspect of it is so good. And the story, it's not bad. And I have like 7 boyfriends in it. So like, why would I not want
I
to
also think
play?
So you
Final-
got 7 in virtual and like 7 in real life?
Yeah,
so it's
so
like
like
14
in real
total?
life, I have like
Damn, Lauren. I wish I was you.
So,
But
so
the
in real
virtual
life,
ones are more
Really
real
balling
ones.
it up.
because she interacts more closely with the virtual ones.
Wait, are we Baldur's Gate and Final Fantasy 14? Because that's a lot of boys. You know?
So like in real life, I have my coffee shop boy.
Oh, okay.
I have my grocery shop boy. I have
Bagger
my work boy.
I love the Bagger boy. He's my go-to.
Yeah, like we're like. It truly is just I clock him and I go, that's my boyfriend. I will not say a single thing to them. I don't
I'll
care.
take another seltzer. What do you mean? There is multiple left.
Yeah, some. Yep. What flavor?
You know how many people drank the seltzers? Nobody. Like barely anybody that day.
A mango?
I'll take it. I'll take whatever you grab.
I grabbed it.
Have fun with that shot, Miguel.
Fuck no, I don't want it. Well,
That's 2 shots
okay.
in a wine glass? What, you crazy? Oh my god, Miguel.
Some
I'm gonna
poor
throw
man's
some
white
grape
wine.
juice in it.
This is poor man white wine for sure.
Yes, poor man's white wine, exactly.
As I pour my own seltzer on myself. But yeah, if you like watching sci-fi shows and you like the cartoon Samurai Jack, I recommend Survivors on HBO Max. Or, sorry, Max.
Survivor, if you like Samurai Jack.
Yeah, it's like Primal.
No, it's not Survivor, the reality TV show.
Okay.
It's a cartoon called Survivors.
I have no idea.
Plural.
I don't know that.
Yeah, and it's like a good show. It's like Lost in Space meets Primal.
Are you talking about Sovereign's Reign? It's not called Survival.
Oh, Sovereign's Reign.
Yeah, it's a completely different
Sorry.
name.
Sovereign's Reign. It's like Primal meets Lost in Space.
Also, if we're showing an animated series, watch Paragon on Amazon. I know nothing about it, but people say it's as good as Invincible, but no one saw it because it came out around the same time.
Paragon?
Paragon.
This is about like demigods or something?
It's done by people who have worked on movies that I'm blanking on that I have thought are good.
Cool.
Like
Were you touching the cat, Lauren?
Dune or something. I don't know.
Did
No.
you touch that cat?
No.
Oh, I'm so excited for Dune coming back. I'm gonna see Timothy Chalamet date Florence Pugh and ride a desert worm.
That's you.
All I want is larger, pale men with superpowers to do things.
I mean, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get larger, pale, not superpowers, but they're gonna be doing crazy
It's
things.
gonna be like Prometheus, but cool.
Dude, people who hated Prometheus.
I loved that movie.
I don't get that. It's okay. I get
That movie
that
was
it's
so fun.
It's like it's a movie of 50% world building, but
Who cares? It's cool.
but it's kind of creepy.
It's creepy as fuck. It's cool.
Okay, we have an actual segment,
It brought
right?
back the
Yes.
thriller
We have a
version.
segment that
Yes,
we're
we
trying
do.
to transition
Oh yeah.
to, right?
Let me drink this.
Thank you.
And then we
Thank
can
you.
start the segment.
I was gonna.
My
Okay,
last statement
let me-
on Prometheus is it's a thriller.
Yeah, go through your seltzer so you can get kind of buzzed.
It's
Okay.
a thriller that brought
Oh,
it's
baby,
a
I'm
thriller
buzzed.
series that brought Thriller back to the series. You know, it's like Alien was Thriller
Also,
until it got to the
you know
third
who-
movie. All right, whatever.
I get it, but no one else has seen
All the
old
movies?
Alien. I think
Like,
you're
I
talking.
have?
I think you're talking to the only other person in this room who has seen all the Alien movies.
But you understand what I'm saying is that I liked how they brought the thriller
no,
back.
I get it.
back to the movie
Prometheus
series.
is way better if
Yeah.
you've seen the first Alien movie.
The first Alien movie
Which
and
is
Prometheus
fucking fantastic, and I
spiritual
love
success.
that
Which is a
movie.
great- I
It's
think
one of my favorites.
Alien and Aliens, I like them both equally for different reasons.
Absolutely.
I
They're
think
so
Aliens
good.
is a great action flick. Aliens a thriller suspense.
Yep.
so good thrillers.
Why am I looking up America's
great-
Top-
Sexiest man.
Top
I would
10
say
sexy
Or
Alien-
top 100, and then we can
I
just go
would
to the
say
top 10.
Alien
yeah,
is
Sexy Man
better
Alive.
than
You're right.
Nightmare on Elm Street
Yes.
as a thriller.
Nightmare
Way
on
better.
Elm Street, in retrospect, is not that creepy as an adult man.
But it is good visually.
I think Freddy Krueger looks goofy.
But
Yeah,
the
fuck
shots
yeah, he is. He's
of the movie,
dude, that movie's so silly.
but the confirmation of
And
the
knowing
shots
that
are good.
that my
I like the way they
mom
shot
was
it.
absolutely
fun.
traumatized by that movie as a child, and I am like, ha 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 ha, it's so
Oh,
scary.
But it's because our scary movies that came
so much
they're
scarier.
so much scarier.
We have
God, we
okay.
are.
We have
CGI makes everything
we have
scarier.
scarier movies where you can't tell if it's real or not.
Dude, it's Thor.
Hi.
Let's start at 15.
15? Okay.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
look.
not gonna
Also,
look. I'm
can
not
I
gonna
just
look.
say, I know. Hold on, not the bottom. Because I know. Okay, I know somebody recently named Blake Shelton is on this list.
No, but Johnny Depp's way grosser than
But Blake Shelton's way not attractive
no,
as
I don't
much
care.
as him.
Johnny Depp is so ick.
I don't
So
He's pretty
ick.
But
icky.
objectively,
Dude,
I can't-
objectively, the voice
no-
of
He's
this guy-
15.
He's not.
I look
He's
at Johnny-
15.
Huh?
He's number 15.
15.
Yeah.
He's number 15 for me.
This is 2009.
Okay, what do you guys?
These are like the
we can give
people
an
on the
average,
covers.
dude.
Oh,
Dude.
2009 Johnny Depp?
Yeah.
All right.
This is
Yeah,
2000.
it's like
No,
early.
but 2009
early
Johnny
John-
Depp was still doing.
Still not number
shit.
15, but like,
I'm counting
that's more-
personality for me.
Okay, Blake Shelton also just
That guy's
physically.
gross.
His personality's good.
No, Blake Shelton has a
but I
kind of
just
good
don't like the way
personality.
he's not cute enough. He's not cute
Blake
enough.
Shelton-
2009 was like 14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Blake
cr-
Shelton's
we were
more
children.
recent than
we were
2000.
10.
9.
He's on the list.
We were
I know
in-
Blake Shelton's
9,
on
10.
this
No,
list.
we were 9. We were all 9.
Yeah.
None of us were 10
Yeah.
until the very end. Yeah.
I was
We were-
born on
we
the
were-
cusp. I know what my age is every year.
We were 9, 10.
Yeah.
2009, you were 10. Yes.
I just think I know
9,
what I know what
10.
this man be doing at this time, and it don't look good for
Dude,
him.
I
Put me through shit.
I see
don't
Johnny
want-
Depp and I think of the Amber Heard trials and how sloppy everyone was.
yeah, but
I also-
objectively,
I also-
objectively,
No,
we're looking at
no.
physical appearance.
Objectively,
A man
he
who's
looks,
gonna beat
he
me is not
looks like
sexy.
he looks like a,
A
man
woman
that
who's gonna
would
beat me
look
isn't
at
sexy
me.
either.
Exactly.
He looks like a man that would look at me across a bar and send me a drink, and I go, yeah, thanks.
No, for real. I don't even
And he
think.
goes a little tap tap
I
tap
don't-
with your
and, then,
drink.
and then try to find
Even-
any way to get out of there.
I will be counting personality, but even not counting personality, I don't think he's hot. He looks like he dresses as a
No.
pirate at a theme park.
Okay,
He
fine.
does dress as a. He literally did dress as a pirate at a
No,
theme
but
park.
they hired him for that reason because he looks like a pirate at a theme park. I'm not even thinking of Pirates of the Caribbean
Dude, that looks photoshopped
Okay,
as
fine.
fuck.
So
if we're
Ryan-
getting back on Johnny Depp,
Ryan
he does play a
Reynolds,
very heavily
because of
drug
how
addict.
much he is loved by men. I'll give him number 10.
Yeah, he should be
But that's
higher
as
than
far
14.
as I go because I think he's attractive in the most basic, normal ass way.
Because
He's
got
just
the
basic
voice.
man.
Wait, well, you're also including his personality.
He is- no, I am
if
not-
you're gonna do the personality
Well,
thing with
if I'm
Johnny
gonna-
Depp, you have to do it for everybody.
Then I get same answer because he has a mid personality.
Okay, then he's
gonna-
14. He stays at
No,
14.
he's 10. I think he's normal. I think he's I think he's an average hot guy.
And,
Do you
and
agree?
Johnny
Average hot
Depp
guy
Yeah,
with
I,
an average hot personality.
Johnny
Like-
Depp is 15. Okay.
we're at the top. Okay, yeah, he's number 14 of this list.
I'm gonna give him 10.
2010. Okay, scrolling up, we got Bradley Cooper.
Bradley
Oh,
Cooper
Rocket.
is
I love
kind of
Rocket.
cute.
Yeah.
Especially in this photo, he's actually super cute.
Rocket is
I
a great
can't
character.
say his personality because I don't know his personality, but I'm throwing that man up. He looks so cute right there. Look at that
He-
smile.
if he
he
works
looked
for-
like he in a medical drama.
He did a
Oh,
full-on,
he
like,
like Patrick Dempsey.
Yeah.
Well,
he
he
looks like he
also-
should be in 4 weddings and a
He's a
funeral.
little cutie.
I'll give him an 8 because he was in with Lady Gaga.
I give him a 6. He's so cute right there.
6?
Let's do like a rating out of 10.
Okay,
That
but
would-
here's the thing. So I want to establish this before we go on. Out of 10, 5 is average. 5 is average.
Okay, so are we
So I'm at
instead of
3?
ranking
So
them
are
in
we
an-
doing like
We'll just rank
movie,
'em
movie review 10s or like 7 out of 10s where that's average, or are we doing 5 is fucking average?
Let's do.
Okay, let's do 5 as average for the list. Actually, let's just
Because
You know
it is my biggest pet peeve that's how like out of 10 ratings have
Okay,
become.
you
Like it's a grade.
Yes,
right.
it
You're
fucking
right.
pisses me off.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't support the
I think
Okay,
Bradley
fine.
Cooper.
If-
I think Bradley Cooper is like 7.5.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're doing
He's such a 7.
if we're doing out of 10 for everybody right now, Johnny Depp's a 10. This
No,
guy, sorry,
no.
1. Sorry, a 1.
No.
1, sorry.
Johnny Depp
Depp's
is
a
a
1
4.
on this list.
He's a 4.
Johnny Depp is
I
a
agree.
4.
He's a 4.
4.
I'd put him at 3.5.
All
That's fine.
That's
Okay,
fair.
I'll go. Okay, I'm okay with 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 3.5. 7.5.
And then Ryan Reynolds is
light 7.
5.
Light Oh, you know what? You're right.
Ryan
You're
Reynolds
right.
is a 5.
He's 5. He's
Out of hot
average.
people?
5. You're right. You
yeah.
5.
He only works because he's Deadpool.
5.
That's the only reason.
7.5.
7.5.
People thirst
me-
over him heavily
Well,
because he's Deadpool.
okay, if we're giving Ryan Reynolds a 5, I'm just a regular
Also, how do
7
you guys
with this
feel
guy
about-
because I think he's just a more attractive version of Ryan Reynolds.
I agree.
In this picture.
Wait, Bradley Cooper is not a more attractive version of Ryan Reynolds. Ryan
Yes, he
Reynolds
is.
a less attractive version of Bradley Cooper. I will debate that. Okay?
Okay, so 7.
I agree.
Thank
Seven.
you. Thank
Next,
you.
Channing dude.
Okay, I'll put him
5,
at
6.
I'll put
I
him
don't
at
think Channing
6.
Tatum's better.
I think Channing Tatum is 6 because he got that farm boy vibe.
Okay, I agree.
And I'm not into it.
That's what I said. 6. I'll give him 6 for a farm boy, but he's got a potato man head. It's true.
Really?
Right.
Okay,
This
okay.
is the best looking he's ever been, and he's not that good looking face wise.
Here's the thing. If he talked to me, I wouldn't know what the fuck to say. And I'd blubber because I know he's objectively hot, but to me, he's not hot.
No, he's not. He's not
there was an
that hot.
example I heard somebody say that he looks like an amateur took a mound of clay and made a hot face.
Yeah.
There's a
no,
reason
I
why
know
he had
he's
to
a-
go.
I
on,
get
like, a-
it.
He only did a lap dance to a lesbian on
How about-
his
okay,
promotions.
so
you
what
know
do you
that,
give
right?
him? So
he didn't do
you guys wanna
any
do a
other
5?
lap dancing on any other people other than Ellen.
You guys want to do a 5 then?
I could do like a 5.
I could do a 6.
I
I
could
could
do
do
a 6.
5.5 to 6.
5.5.
5.5 then.
Yeah.
You say
Yeah.
5.5. 5.5.
Yeah.
That's what we have him.
Okay. Next.
Oh, gross.
Adam Levine.
Ick.
Mm-mm.
Ick. 4.
4.
He's not even sexy enough to be as much of an ick as he is. Like, you know who can slightly get away with that amount of ick? Slightly get away with that amount of ick is Hugh Jackman for me. But even then, that's still really icky. This guy is so unhot for
Okay,
it.
since I feel like I look a little bit like Adam Levine, do I look like him?
You do look. I think you look a little bit like
I'm
Adam
gonna give him
Levine.
a
I actually
6.
think no, but he's icky 5.
Just for my own self-preservation.
4.
Wait, I was gonna say when you add his personality, he's like
Personality 4.
Personality
he's
makes
like
him
4,
For sure.
3.
4. Let's do 4.
2. Where's Johnny Depp?
He's not worse than Johnny Depp. He's
Okay,
not.
that's true. That's true. If we add personality, yeah. If we do objectively, like I can
But
do
why
6.
do we like Blake Shelton then, huh? What's this about?
I was about to say, why do you say we?
We haven't
Because
gone into
we
Blake
haven't-
Shelton yet.
We haven't gone to Blake Shelton.
He's coming
4.
soon.
Okay, Chris Hemsworth.
Okay, I'll give him a 6.5. 6.5.
I think he's hot, but he also is hot to me in such a way that I'm so uninterested. So like generic as well.
Yeah, like
6.
6.5 is what I'm
I'd
gonna
say
go for.
6.5. I think
he's
is fair.
like the you're like
The Aussie
higher.
version. Yeah.
I think
she's
he's
a Chris Hemsworth.
He's so cute.
Dude, we're such a girl. What a girl here.
He's so cute.
No, also, you know what actually gives me a bigger ick? His workout app and him talking about how he is gonna die or whatever because
to
he has,
the next
because
person,
he has like a
please.
1 in 1,000 chance of like early onset dementia.
We just keep going.
That was so cringe.
Yeah,
No one
that's
cares
pretty
about the
cringy.
episode. No one cares about the documentary about himself. We'll move on.
Yeah, he really was like, I'm such a victim because I have a 1 in 1,000 chance of dementia. And I was like, okay.
So does everybody else.
normal people have that too.
Majority white people have that situation, okay?
It reminds me when Zac Efron did his like healing journey food show. And you're like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just
Dumb
made him
guy
seem more annoying.
With the dumb old guy
Yeah,
no one
yeah.
liked.
Yeah,
Oh my
I'd rate
gosh.
Chris Hemsworth.
like a 6 for me.
Yeah, 6. What would you rate him,
6.5
Lauren?
is what I'll put it.
7.5.
6.5. We can do 6.5 then.
I
No,
said.
it's fine. It's fine.
6.5 is
I
where
don't
we
know
go.
anything about his personal life. He's just so dreamy.
He's got a professional workout app.
Dude, during
He also
during
has a
like
whole family of famous
the
people,
Thor
right?
movie
The Hemsworths?
where he goes
Which one?
and cuts his hair.
Oh,
Oh,
Ragnarok?
Ragnarok. I do think he's cute in Ragnarok, but I also still think he's cute in a real like.
Also, you know who I like
Okay,
more in Ragnarok?
he's cute in
Tom
like
Hiddleston.
in like
okay?
an American
Tom Hiddleston
quarterback
way
kind
cuter
of way.
in Ragnarok.
And I don't get the American quarterback cuteness.
Tom Hiddleston, I don't find attractive
Wait,
at all.
there's
I
like a
guess we
Not
differ
a
here.
single fucking
differ here.
ounce of me.
I think
like
Tom
cosplay
Hiddleston
trained
and him
actors.
were about equally attractive in my mind.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston is not attractive to me
I like
at
Thomas
all.
Hiddleston more
Because you just gotta think about him
because
as
he's
a Brit.
more better
Like
of
if
an
you think
actor.
about him as a Brit, he is Brit attractive.
He's a very British man. He's
Yeah.
very attractive as a
He's
Brit.
not
Like Taylor
attractive to
Swift
me.
said about like the boys in London or whatever.
And will you disagree with your
And
God,
she was
Lauren?
like, and she's like Knights in Cardiff or something.
Can you blaspheme her word? You know?
Oh, David
I get
Beckham?
you. Okay, so
No.
David Beckham used.
I don't even
no,
like
no,
David.
David Beckham used to be really, really, really hot.
Yeah, but
And
I never liked
He's got
him.
like this bad boy
Also-
look going
ever.
on.
Also-
With all of his tattoos.
Also, don't forget #1 athlete in the world for a time. And that
Okay.
adds to sexiness for me.
have you watched the documentary about him?
No,
Bend it like
but
Beckham?
I saw some.
It was really good.
No, but I
No,
saw some.
I'll tell you, it's really good.
I saw some clips with his wife. I saw the clip where she was like, "What? Like I was lower class," and he was like, "What car did you drive?" And she's like, "Lower class means something different in England." And it's like it was
Shut
a
up.
Rolls Royce.
You're a Rolls
Oh, dear
Royce
Lord.
driving it around. You little
I
bougie
hated
baby.
all the comments in the comment section being like, "But she's right. Low class does mean something. She wasn't born to like a lineage." And I'm like.
Don't defend the
dude,
rich girl.
Say that to us here. That's such
Don't
bullshit.
defend the rich girl,
That's so
please.
bullshit. Oh,
No
I
one
wasn't born to
cares.
lineage.
Yeah, like that's like booty doobie she's
Doobie doobie gabby.
You sound like you're like a
Yeah,
fucking
the doobie. What
Fucking
the
Scooby-Doo
hell?
fucking talking
theme
What did he
song.
say?
Scooby Bob.
Scooby Doo.
She's a food
Scatman.
Do you know
influencer.
Doobie Doobab?
No.
She's a Korean food influencer who, okay, so I'm about to say something that sounds really mean, who frequently is just because she's so privileged, she's very prone to running away from things once they get difficult on her TikTok. And then she'll make a video about how she went to school with a bunch of really wealthy people and how they have it so easy being wealthy. And I'm like, you mean when your parents, what about when your parents bailed you out of a $40,000 restaurant that was failing? What about that?
Nobody
what about
can do
the
that
time
casually.
that you moved to England to chase a guy you've only been dating 2 months and then they supported you financially for the year? Shut the fuck up. That's annoying. You can't talk about how jealous you were of your rich
she's
friends.
like my parents were working class just like everyone else. They had to
They're doctors.
Yeah, like they had to go to work every day. It's like you're still very privileged.
That's pretty fucking funny. That's pretty fucking funny.
Most parents have to go
That
to
was gonna
work
say,
every
chasing
day.
a man after 2 months. I get it.
No, it's like,
I get
I feel mean
it.
because I don't comment anything, but I am one of those people who heavily judges some of her life choices when she gets into my feed. But I am with everyone else being like, you decided to start a restaurant with your long distance boyfriend of 3 months.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Yeah.
Idiot.
Dude,
I saw that on Kitchen
and now
Nightmares.
that it's failing,
No.
yeah,
I
people
saw
are gonna
that.
tell you that
How
you're
old was she?
like 23, 24.
23, yeah.
But this is also at 21, she moved to England and got dumped 2 weeks into dating her other long distance boyfriend.
Dude,
You need to
that's
not
so
have sympathy
mean.
for this woman.
I'm so with her.
Dude,
That's
no,
so
no.
mean.
You know these are mistakes. You know,
Sympathy
you know these are
not
mistakes.
needed.
I was.
I know, but
I
that's
was-
so funny.
You spent tens
There's a
of
difference between vibing and sympathizing.
Dude,
and you can
yeah.
vibe, but you
I'm
cannot
not gonna lie, I think I
sympathize.
did leave a comment when she said she was gonna open a restaurant with her new long distance boyfriend because I think I commented, do you not remember your last long distance boyfriend?
It's classy.
Your last long distance boyfriend ended like 3 weeks into your like business venture. I don't know if this is a good choice. And then
Anyway.
it ended like
David Beckham.
David Beckham.
6.
seven for me.
I'd say he's a 7.
I'm going to be the differentiating vote.
Also, he's
and
with the
call
Spice
him
Girl,
a
and that gives
5.
me.
He is a 5 for Brendan.
He's a
Six.
5 for you. Is it the tattoos?
It's his age.
Is his age?
We just-
I'm
I
not
think he's
ageist.
yeah, I think he's sexy as fuck for his
He's
age.
good looking for his age.
I just don't
Okay,
like his
so-
eyes.
so
his eyes
let's
bother
round
me.
it to
I
like
don't
a
like how-
6.5.
Okay, can we go down real
Lauren,
quick?
what do you rate him?
I want to
said six.
see.
Like a 6.5.
Can
or
I
a
see the
6?
guy?
Yeah.
6.5?
Can I see Liam Hemsworth real
Chris Hemsworth.
Look at him. He's so hot.
Yeah, but the top guy is the like best footballer
But
in
like,
the world.
look at his. Look at his
Also, this
look
guy
at his
is
big
just
eye.
as good looking, and he's older.
No,
but I
agree.
hate his narrow eyes and his
I
eyebrows.
also think he's
I don't
infinitely
like
more
it.
relatable than Chris Hemsworth.
Whatever.
Well, yeah, I
just
get
don't-
that.
I don't like
I don't relate to either of them.
his face.
Oh, Rock Johnson low for me.
They put him as
Number
number 9.
four.
They put him as number 9.
Four.
Yeah, he was the sexiest man alive for 2016.
The thing is, he's such a 5 out of 10 with a humongoid person. Like for attractive men. Obviously, he's not 5 out of 10 amongst normal looking men.
Right.
But amongst attractive,
amongst attractive popular men,
he's very
a 5.
average looking with a bad personality.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%.
4.
The-
And then
I'm down with the 4.
I would also put the comedian Kevin Hart up to a 3.
I put this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I put this
Maybe
guy.
even lower because he's a cheater of
I
his
put
wife
this guy
and
at a
such.
4, but a 4 that is slightly above our other 4. Who was our other 4? It was
You put
I had him in my
scroll
head for a
down.
second.
you put
Adam
Mr.
Levine.
Adam
Levine.
Levine.
He's slightly higher than
He is,
Adam Levine.
he is higher than
I
me.
would say.
He's a 4.2. Like
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he wasn't so like roided up, like
Also,
Also,
I don't like how he's
craziest guy
holding.
to lie
Why
about
is he
not
holding?
loading.
No. Hold on. Why is he holding the exclamation mark? I don't like that. He's a 3 now.
okay.
No,
him
no,
down.
disagree. I don't.
No.
I don't.
The fucking audacity to think you can hold an exclamation.
I can't believe in like 2016 they're like, this is the sexiest man
Okay,
alive.
you also gotta think the people voting are like 40-plus-year-old white women at
That's true.
at People
That's
Magazine.
true. And
And they're
I
like,
have,
he can
and I
whisk
have
me
to get
away
in
from
that
an
mindset.
island.
Hey, and you.
There's a reason Blake
Big
Sheldon
Samoan
won
arms.
Sexiest Man Alive. Blake Sheldon won over Michael B. Jordan that year. Michael B. Jordan is way hotter.
Yeah,
That's
I would
sad.
agree. Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan is so
Which we're
hot
about
that
to see
racists
soon.
say that he's hot.
We're about to see
Like-
Michael
I'm
Blake
closer to
Shelton.
40 than I was to 0, so I can get in the mindset. All right.
Okay.
Rock is a
Next.
4.
Oh, speak of the devil, Blake Shelton.
Sheldon for me is a 5.5.
5.5.
I think he's kind of a sweetie, and I think he's good looking and like a Mr. or his, oh,
He's
sorry,
only
Okay,
5.5.
don't
No,
mention midlife people.
as in, or like our history teacher sort of way.
No, he's a 5.5
You
because
could
he
blank
got
the
blue
you could
eye.
cut the beginning part.
Making me edit. God damn it.
blue eyes.
I think
good country
your-
singer.
with your-
That's all I got.
With your comparison, 7.
Oh, you're getting higher! You're getting higher! Okay, 6. You know what? We're gonna say 6.
I think Blake Shelton.
6.
I think Blake Shelton. He's a good-looking guy.
He's so silly.
Yeah, he's like
He's just a silly.
Remember when he did that song
is
with Gwyneth
so
Paltrow
Gale.
in his like?
he's so guilt-coded. You're right. You're right.
guilt-coded.
Wait, when you say like that, 7.
No, you can't give him 7 for Gale coded. Give him. What's your no? Give him. No.
Dice is on my
As a
side.
person who was part of the reason that was like, oh, he's cute. You can't get 6.
fuck up.
6 max.
Shut the fuck up. He's on my side.
Okay, then I'm going back to
No,
5.5.
personality.
Thank you, Miguel.
I'm going back to 5.5.
Jesus
So-
Christ.
So that
Personality.
we
when
can
you
get a
watch him,
6.
when you watch him on The Voice, you're like my dad used to be fucking obsessed with The Voice for the first like 3 seasons.
I went
And
The Voice.
We would watch it together
the production company.
every week, and he's just such a silly little
No,
man.
I know. That's why I was rating him a 6 before. But you guys give me the 7 is
silly
disgusting.
little man.
That's
He's
fucked
Gale.
up.
6 is
No, but
with
he's so Gale
personality
coded.
on
I
me.
can't help it. He's 7.
Me and Brendan are now 5.5, so you're 7. So it could be
I'm
like
getting
a
lower.
6. So it can be a low
As we
6.
continue to talk
Six.
about Blake
Six.
Shelton,
That's fine.
6.
I'm putting him
Like
at a
6.2.
4 almost.
No.
You're pushing me. If you
not a
keep, you're
four.
pushing me though. If we keep talking about it,
No.
I would
If we
let
keep
him-
speaking,
I
if we
would
keep
let
speaking,
him-
He's a 6, guys.
I
he
would-
is at 5.5.
Officially a 6 now.
We can
No, he's
average
a
him out to
5.5.
a 6.
All right, no, he's a
6.
5. No, Blake Shelton's
You
Let's
a
do
cannot
No.
rate. You cannot rate him
Average
lower
will.
just to bring the average
I
down.
will.
Average
Because you
is
won't
6.
shut up.
And he,
I want to move on.
and
He's a
here's the
5.
thing: he could drive me around a big green tractor.
No,
like
he
I would
so
let
can,
him.
so can Adam Levine.
know he-
All
No,
those.
I can't. Adam Levine's gross.
But you know Blake
Everyone
Sheldon
can.
bought that
They all
tractor.
can do it.
Like, and doesn't use that tractor.
No, he uses it to drive women around.
No, okay. That's why the most you can, the
And I
most I
can't
will
believe
be
that's the
equilibrium
song
a
you
6.
gravitate towards.
So
That's
six.
not even his better song. His better song
We can,
is
yeah, we'll
care.
figure it
I
out to a
don't
6.
care.
Okay,
Like, I think
kicks
he's 6.
ass
Let's move past.
over most country songs.
I
Honky
love
tonk,
him.
honky tonk.
It
It's
is
right there.
Sexy.
Dude, 8.
8.5.
I agree.
No, 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 no. In my
Nine.
age is
Nine.
9. He's a
Eight.
9.
Okay, average out to 8.5.
He's a
Because
9 to me.
9.
Reasons why
He's so hot.
reasons why he's so sexy. His
British?
dark British accent.
British?
The fact that
Built?
he can play broken.
Dude,
can play
he's
broken.
literally tall, dark, and handsome.
He's so tall and dark and handsome. A movie cast him as a 12-foot genie man, and we were like, all right, I guess.
Hell yeah,
All
actually.
right, 9.
That movie was kind of weird though, with the white woman like being cradled by this big black genie
No,
man.
that was a weird movie. I agree. But, like, you're right that he's a 9.
Like, look
I'm
at him right
eight.
now. Like, look at him.
I'm at an 8.
Look at him.
I'm at an 8.
He's actually
8.5.
versatile too.
Yeah.
8.5. Want to do 8.5?
Eight
Yeah,
and
we
a
can do
half.
8.5.
Oh my
He's
god, he's
sexy.
so
He's
hot.
sexy.
So good looking.
He's so good looking.
Oh,
Oh,
ick. And I
ew,
never
hold
thought he
on.
was good looking.
Ew.
I never thought John Legend was that
In
good looking.
2019?
I've never thought he was that good looking.
No.
You know who I do think is good looking?
Like,
Who?
His wife.
no, she
I know
has a
his
terrible,
ick,
gross,
too.
ugly
I know his
personality.
Both could be
wife.
the ick.
That makes him lower because of the
No,
wife,
his
right?
the fact that
I
his
don't, who's his wife?
Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen.
Have you seen the Chrissy Teigen like shit she's tweeted?
So we should probably put John Legend
Just
a
for
little
people
low
to know.
because of this
She's
situation.
tweeted things like getting horny during Toddlers of Tiara. She's tweeted her fan base. I think it was after like she hosted a show. There was like a person who was mildly harassing her on Twitter. Was 14 years old and tweeted her fan base to tell her to kill herself.
Yeah,
and
she
they like
did-
mass
that's
harassed
real.
the 14-year-old with like kill yourself messages.
Yeah,
and she was like
that seems
28.
right.
Yeah. This is not like an immediate red flag, but to me it is. She was a Neopets moderator till she was 26.
Moderator.
And I'm like, what are you doing
Lauren,
at 26 as a
what can you say
as
for
a
yourself?
Neopets moderator? No, you didn't do Neopets.
I was going to say, I didn't do
Neopets
do
is-
anything like that.
Neopets is such a different field because it's children. for like the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be a moderator for any of like the younger creators I know.
No.
And combined with her comments about tolerance, Adler getting her horny, and then knowing
That's
that she's a
fucking
Neopets
insane.
moderator till she was 26.
No, that's-
you go.
Gus Baka.
That's
Dusty
fucking.
Baka.
Dusty Baka AF.
Fuzzy
Yeah.
Baka.
John Legend 4.
Four.
Three.
3.
Only because of his wife. I'll give him a
'cause I
5
can't
if without
put him
the
below
wife.
Johnny Depp.
If he wasn't married to
3.5.
the wife, I'd give him.
Are you? Oh, how about this?
Hold on. Wait, what?
below
This is getting away from me, and you're ignoring me.
above Johnny
What?
Depp, below
3.5.
Adam Levine.
I think he's above. Adam
What
Levine.
about equal level to Adam
Not for
Levine?
me.
I'll agree.
Okay, I can
Equal
agree
Equal
with
level to
that.
Adam Levine.
He's black. He's like light skinned stare Adam
He
Levine.
is like. I agree.
he has a
I
light skin
agree.
stare.
But,
Yes,
but Adam
yes.
Levine does have like 3 really good songs.
Yeah, but then he has this
John Legend has 12.
No, he has good songs.
Come on.
No, he has that one song.
All
like
of me loves
all of you.
And that's not the only
I
one.
hated that song.
Really? I thought it was cute when it came out.
That's a skip.
But no, it's so funny.
Yeah.
He's giving
I
the
guess
light
it's just a
skin
straight
Drake
boy-
stare. He's
Straight
giving
boy
the Drake stare.
sympathizers.
With the fucking eyebrow.
Oh, also, I know Drake's not on this list, so this seems mean. I give Drake a 4.
Yeah.
Such
I
bad
gave
personality.
Kevin Hart
hate
a
Drake.
5.
Such bad
3.5.
personality.
Didn't I give
Drake.
Kevin Hart a 3? Yeah.
All
who
right,
cares?
next one.
Okay, next.
Oh,
Michael B. Jordan.
Like a 9.
Hey, I'll
Yeah,
give him
he's
a
like
9.
a young Idris Elba.
He is like a young Idris Elba. Exactly. He's,
Well, then I'm giving him like a 9.5 then.
dude, and guess what? He liked to live in Sacramento.
Killmonger
So that gives him
can
an extra.
Killmonger me any day, I will say.
I know
Yeah.
he used to date Steve Harvey's daughter, which I don't know if it's a
Really?
good. They did it for 3 years.
Stephen Harvey has a lot
like
of
long
kids.
time.
You know Steve Harvey has like 4 daughters or
No,
something?
Steve
like
Harvey
Barack
is-
Obama?
Steve Harvey has an attractive family.
Does. He's got a very beautiful wife.
Divorce, actually. I
Okay,
think.
ex-wife, still attractive though.
So he was the hottest man
9.
from 2020.
He's so sexy.
Easy
yeah.
9.
Dude,
Easy
have
9.
you seen the later
Good.
Creed movies where he bulked up? He's both male gaze and female gaze.
He's
Like,
so fucking hot.
He both looks like he can kick your ass, but he's got pretty boy.
You know why?
Like
you know
soft
why?
features.
You know why? He's got the light skinned lips. That's what it is, you know?
Don't say that.
You can't say that,
that
Brendan.
sounds weird.
Yeah,
I know it does.
Yeah,
That's
I
why he
like
said it.
No, I don't like that.
He just
No.
has really good lips. That's what my point was.
I think Paul Rudd is a cutie, but I don't think he's that much of a cutie. And also, I think he's less of a cutie since he's been pro-Israel.
Hold on. Can I say something?
Okay.
Whatever
Say your truth.
whatever we rate Paul Rudd,
6
we
out of
have-
10.
No, we have to rate Castle the same rate because they're similar.
Guys, I'm so
Castle?
sorry.
The guy who plays Rookie.
Oh, Nathan Fillion?
I think
Nathan
Nathan
Fillion
I kind
and
of
Paul
agree.
Rudd,
I think
similar.
Nathan Fillion is just a slightly older Paul Rudd.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's like Paul Rudd with a dad bod.
Literally,
Exactly.
same personality.
So where would you
You're
put
correct.
Nathan Fillion?
You're
Guys, guys, I'm so sorry to say
You're a
this.
Paul Rudd stan.
You're gonna put him a 5.
Dude, if Lauren gives him too high of a rating, I'm gonna say she's pro-Israel.
All right.
Okay, Twitter.
All right, man. Ex formerly known.
That's some Twitter logic.
Ex formerly known.
All right, we're not going too far to that. In the most basic form of Paul Rudd,
I think 6 for me.
7.
Hey man, he could turn into a tiny little Ant-Man and like flick your clit
I
any
think
day.
He's such a little.
I just say
Oh,
that.
dear
I think
Lord.
he's attractive in the way that your local barista who's a little tool to be a barista is attractive.
No, I say that 'cause the Ant-Man and the fucking
and you
Baskin Robbins
just
bit.
described
No, I
my
don't.
type.
Now, Paul Rudd is
You
like
just
apron,
described
though.
Paul
my
Rudd
type.
is your friend's dad who's a little too hot.
Yes.
She's a dog.
Yes, he is.
Just for people to know,
that.
it's Lauren's dad.
Lawrence dad. Mr. Dougie Doug
Dougie
boy.
Dog
I'm
has
literally gonna
gone
throw
and
up.
going on.
I'm gonna throw up.
You know, he's like a so. If you give him a 7, give your dad a 7. That's crazy.
Instead of mowing the lawn,
I know
I clean the
Here's
pool for
the thing.
Doug.
I can objectively know my dad is hot.
Oh, don't say that.
Objectively, a 50-year-old with a fucking 6-pack, like I get it.
Dude, drink some homemade wine for that.
I will. But like I get it. I get it.
Her dad has some heavy ass weights. I looked in there. It's crazy how her dad has the 50-pound dumbbells. Just so you guys know.
No, we work out every day together, and he lifts heavy, which is great. I love my dad, but
Dude, but see him do a chest press. Woo.
Shut up.
Knees weak, baby.
Arms
See,
weak.
Miguel doesn't let women talk. He doesn't let women speak.
About how sexy her dad is.
I know objectively my dad is hot. Like that's I don't feel like that's a crazy statement to make. Especially as a 50-year-old man. Like I get it. Because I've
How you gonna
seen
turn this around?
so many people flirt with him. I've seen so many people flirt with him. Like, that's my dad. Stop it. When I was in college, there was a dog fan club.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. That's why it was so funny.
Yeah, there was a dog fan club, and every time my mom would post a photo with my dad, because they love each other, they're so happy, they would all go, "Hey, Lauren, your dad is so hot." I'm like, shut the fuck up! Like, don't tell me that!
What number is this?
He is the sexiest man from 2021. Oh, that's pretty
Number
recent.
3.
2021.
Wait,
Wow.
this is multiverse of
But I
mad.
give him-
no, this is
I give him a 6.
Ant-Man. This is
I
Ant-Man.
think he's
bod,
hot,
by the way,
but I think he's like a hot
Ant-Man
that I
body.
could run into.
I'll give him a 6.5.
because he's Ant-Man.
I can
right
deal
now.
with that.
6.5. So standard.
6.5 is
rating?
6.5 is good.
I
What
am going to
happened to
be
your
the
seltzer,
controversial vote and call him a 7.5
That?
to me.
I thought you were gonna get
Wow.
another one.
I like
No.
I like
Okay.
Paul Rudd in most of what he's been in. As an actor, he's
He's
fun.
just such a little
In
silly
Anchorman,
man.
he's great. Everything I've seen Paul Rudd in, he's been a blast, and I really appreciate that, and I find that attractive in a person to put effort into your work.
Okay. What's your
Unlike
rating?
some people,
What's your rating?
I'll put him a 7.5 to me
7.5.
because he puts
So
effort.
6.
good at what he
Would you
does.
give him?
I gave him a 6.5.
7, 7.5. So 7 or average.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, Captain
Chris
America.
Evans.
Okay, so Chris Evans is hot in the most white man, American, bland, milquetoast way to me. I think if I would give him like a 5.5. I think he's so generic. I think he's
6.
I think he's as generic as Ryan Reynolds.
Where'd you
Or
put
even more
Hemsworth?
so.
I'm with you.
Where'd you put Hemsworth, by the
Dude,
way?
I think he's an American Hemsworth.
Yeah, where'd you put Hemsworth?
I
I think I
think.
gave Hemsworth a 6. I think this guy's less attractive than Hemsworth.
I think he's.
I think
Less attractive
I
than
think
Hemsworth.
he's
Lauren.
less attractive than Hemsworth.
I'm
Yeah,
with
I'm with you.
Lauren.
I think he's the same type of attractiveness as a Hemsworth, but less.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have that like
I'm good
Australian
with
dog
6.
in them.
Exactly. Chris Hemsworth has a Australian aspect.
Also, every interview I ever see of Chris Evans, he's like the most milquetoast,
White.
like white,
He's fine.
gentle.
Publicity
He's
trained.
fine.
So, dude, he is so
Super
well
trained.
media trained. He's so generic.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, 5.5.
5.5.
Like-
he's hot.
Like, yeah,
He's
he's
fine.
hot.
But I don't know who he is. I don't know much about him.
Exactly.
All I know is that him and Scarlet Witch actor had something going on and it ended badly because of the lie detector test she did. where
Who
she-
hasn't had a big
Dude,
bad
if-
situation with
if
her?
you've been on TikTok,
She's been with a lot of
that's
people.
untrue. If you know
Are
the
you
TikToks
sure?
I'm seeing about, there's a lie
Okay.
detector test she did where she was showing Chris Evans, and she's like, "Yeah, we used to be really close," and then she kept on talking about like things with a really sad tinge, and it's very clearly. And it was like right before they both got their serious partner, so I'm like, damn, there's like a little love story down here that didn't go well.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Me neither. I don't know
Chris-
Neither do I.
Chris
anything about
Evans-
this like truth or dare
It is
thing.
very likely that Chris Evans and Scarlet Witch had a
Fling.
fling
We will say fling.
right before their current long-term partners, because the way they both talk about each other is like they're my best friend until blink.
Situationships happen and they suck, and I
Also,
can sympathize.
Can I just say the guy
it.
who plays Scooby? What's his name?
Matthew
Mike
Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, and the guy who plays Vision. What's his name?
He's also the water guy in Hellboy.
Yeah, that guy and that guy. They're like similar attractiveness to me as well. Sorry, I'm just doing a
The guy who
random.
plays, sorry, who was the first guy again?
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard looks like a dad.
He is, but also the other guy
Also,
Who's number one?
Number 1,
is
Patrick Dempsey. 2023.
Mr. Wonderful.
20 years too late.
That's Mr. Wonderful, right?
20. I
Yeah.
think Patrick Dempsey
That's not Mr.
was a
Dreamy.
straight
That's
like
Mr.
8
Wonderful.
8 out of 10, like 20 years ago. Like straight super.
Oh,
would
they even,
say-
they even say finally.
I would say Patrick Dempsey is more attractive than most of the people on his show.
At
Honestly,
his age, I think he is super
Even at his
hot,
younger age.
But I do. If I'm gonna.
Okay, no. I will disagree with everything you say. If you say anybody on Grey's Anatomy that is a male doctor is more attractive than this guy.
No,
They're
I
not.
disagree.
Hey, in Grey's
Who's more attractive than Patrick
I'm
in
with
Grey's
you.
Anatomy?
Patrick Dempsey. So you guys aren't gonna get a lot of controversial takes from me because I am a 2000s rom-com baby. So I've seen Patrick Dempsey in like 30 different movies. Like Patrick Dempsey was my childhood. One of my favorite movies of all time. As you guys know, 4 Weddings and a Funeral. I mean, you guys watched the Hulu original.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think the movie's really fun, and I think the show carries like the same like.
Yeah, same vibe.
I think it's like a perfect rom com because it's so goofy, and Patrick Dempsey is so cute. He's so cute in it. I give Patrick Dempsey like a 7.5 for me.
Dude, honestly, like,
I'll give him an 8.
still good looking dude.
And he like 60. He like 60.
I can't believe he's number 1.
Why?
I think this is chronological order because it's just been like
Yeah,
going
it's
up
not
in the
like
years.
it's
it's not
chronological
ranking.
order.
We're ranking it.
Yeah.
That's our job. Our job is to give him
got it,
rating.
got it.
We're-
That makes so much more sense because like there's no fucking way he's
Also,
number 1.
Hugh Jackman should be on this list.
He's
Hugh
probably
Jackman
somewhere
should be.
earlier.
I think Hugh Jackman's so
Oh, I
sexy.
love
Earlier in the
Hugh
years,
Jackman.
but he's
Jackman,
Wolverine.
as
I
he's
know that
gotten-
for sure.
Dude,
He ages like fine
Logan
wine.
Hugh
Yeah.
Jackman is like sexy dad personified.
Yeah, I love
He's like a 9 out
Logan
of
Hugh
10.
Jackman.
And
But I'm pretty
Don't
sure
even
Hugh
get me started.
Jackman was considered sexiest man alive in like around Wolverine
He was a runner-up.
Origins.
He was a runner-up.
in Origins.
He was
I
a-
can keep scrolling. I can find him.
Go
He's
down further?
somewhere here.
I'm sure he
That's
is.
Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper. I didn't know this was.
Oh, he was right after.
He was 2008.
Can we switch? Can we switch the like Johnny Depp and Hugh Jackman?
Yeah, I was gonna
spot?
say. I was gonna say.
Sexy.
Out of everyone that you've shown, Hugh Jackman's the sexiest.
Yeah.
Because personality
Look
and
at his
looks
hazel
together.
eyes.
He's got the Australian
And look
dog
at
in
him,
him.
and he has Australian.
Also, I don't think he's Australian. He's New Zealand, right?
No, I'm pretty sure Australian.
I don't know. All I know
They don't say.
is
They don't say.
is people.
Look it up, Miguel.
He just got out of like a 25+ year marriage, and
Because he's gay.
and right now the big hypothesis is that he's gay because people have hyperanalyzed some relations he's had before that seem heavily romantic now in retrospect, especially since his wife signed an NDA with their divorce.
Damn.
And I'm like, why is she signing an NDA?
You know
What
what?
does Hugh Jackman have? Yeah, there's just been a bunch of clips of
And
like Hugh
he-
Jackman walking. It's like, how did we not know sooner?
And
He's got that queer little
He's
walk
got that
in him.
queer little walk.
oh yeah, there's no question. And he is Australian. I can't believe he'd say New Zealand.
They're right next to each
They're
other.
so close. They're so close.
I can't believe he would say that.
The fact that I've seen
That's like
Australians
calling
get
us a
confused with
Cromwell person like a fucking Liverpool person. Like that's so crazy. Like that's so wild. There's two different places.
Have you seen? There's a clip where somebody was like, "Yeah, I went to a town near London, and it was like an hour away from London, and the entire." Like a bunch of British people stitched it being like, "That's nowhere near London. That's actually super far away from London.
Yeah.
How dare you say that's near London?" And he was like, "I'm from America.
Yeah,
An hour away
it's close.
is close."
Yeah. The main one that I've seen is the person talking about like I never see my father. It's been like he's so far away, but it's like 45 minutes away.
Yeah, for British people, a 40-minute commute to work is like unbelievable.
Yeah, which is like it's so normal.
Well, I think this is a good point to wrap it up.
Okay, before we wrap it up,
Yeah.
ghost hunting.
Ghost hunting.
Yeah, let's talk about ghost hunting.
What about ghost hunting?
You said you had something to talk about ghost hunting, and I need you to know that there's nothing more I want in the world than
I
to go
ghost hunting because I genuinely want us to go ghost hunting in the very near future.
Like
very
literally,
near future.
like very yeah. And I
Like
want you
within
to
a month
know,
or 2
like
months.
I want you to know I'm there. Like I want you to know I'm
Yeah, and I put
there.
progressive ghost hunting because it would be fun if we started with like
Wanna
some
take
low stakes
psychedelics
ghost
when we do it?
hunting, and then by the end of like our ghost hunting journey, we're going to like the most haunted places.
I need to go. I need to be there because I've been obsessed with ghost hunting since I was like in 4th grade. Ghost Adventures, guilty pleasure. I used to watch it every single
I
day.
guess you also liked Mythbusters.
No. Oh, well, okay. Mythbusters was good. Yeah.
I like
Ah,
Mythbusters,
you-
but
But
that's like
not
ghost
Mythbusters.
things.
But it's not Ghostbusters.
It's like the
it's
same,
not Ghost
like,
Adventures.
time
Sorry.
No,
slot.
I was a ghost TV show kid, but because of that, I have the need to go on these ghost tours to prove that I'm not gonna see anything.
So
Oh,
which is
come
so
on.
fun. Which is so fun for. So do you guys
ghost hunting
do you
for my
guys
birthday.
believe in ghosts?
No,
No.
0%. So I used to believe
What do
in
you want me to
ghosts
say, Lauren?
till I was about 11 or
What'll
12.
make you happy?
What do you mean? What do you want me to?
What'll make you the best?
No,
happy?
I'm asking you. Do you believe in ghosts?
When I was 11 or
I'll have Dyson
12,
answer first.
I used to see.
They already
I
said
already
no.
answered.
I used to see.
We all say no. Then.
Yeah, I used to
Fuck you
see
guys.
ghosts on the regular basis, and then I turned 11 or 12 and decided ghosts weren't real, and then I stopped seeing them.
So I do think it is very much mental. I think it's a lot of mental, and you filling the gaps in between, right?
I will say something. A phenomenon that happened to me.
Ooh, I love ghost stories.
It's not a ghost story. It's a
Oh.
Miguel story. The moment I left this house from this room, and I moved in with Dyson and Miguel and Dathan, and I started like talking to them more and spending more time with Dathan.
It was the
Miguel.
ghost of good feelings.
And then I
Ghost of
started to become
friendship.
less like believing in the ghosts and shit.
Oh,
Because Miguel,
you did,
because of Miguel,
you did. 'Cause
And then I stopped feeling this phenomenon where I think I hear my name randomly when I just exist, and I randomly hear Brendan, and I think it's either a ghost or someone who just said something similar to my name.
it is true.
And after Miguel started to talk to me about ghosts, I started to be like, never hearing that ever
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
I am so verbally anti-ghost, and then Brendan would be like, "I heard something," and I'm like, "Your imagination."
And then I started to be like, you're right. it
which
is
is
kinda-
so real, and that's why I'm on. Like, if you took a like 1 to 10, right? Do you believe in ghosts? I'd be a 5. Like, do I believe in ghosts? No. But do I believe in not ghosts? No. Like, I'm just so in the middle where I'm like, maybe, but maybe not.
Yeah.
And I want to go ghost hunting so
If we're gonna scale it, I'll scale
badly.
my suspicion of the existence at a.
I'm like a 2 out of 10.
I'll do it a 3 for me.
Okay.
I would say I'm like a 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, it's fully because how vivid I was of a ghost believer as a child. I mean, I had a person. In my mind, I would see the vision of a girl sit on my bedstop, and I talked to her 3 nights out of every week for like a year. And then the drastic shift of me going to I don't believe in ghosts and then none of it ever appearing again, ever, made me go, well, it was so concrete. It was so like I could 100% be like ghosts are real, and then that flip switched and they're not real, and now I think maybe that flip just hasn't switched.
And that's why I want to go ghost hunting. And that's why I want to go ghost hunting so badly, because like, what if something does happen, then you go, oh shit,
Oh shit! Yeah.
right?
See,
I want to
Dyson-
go so bad.
Well, I need to buy a VR set so we can prep.
With
Okay,
phasmophobia.
phasmophobia does
If you're ready to
dude,
protect.
phasmophobia freaks me out.
I've only played the VR version twice, and I almost shot myself. Like,
I
it was
couldn't
so
even play
scary.
the PC.
Yeah.
I can't even play the like desktop version.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
said,
Desktop
we
terrified.
have
story.
3 Oculuses. We gotta do like a whole group inside of like in
2 people on a
Phasmophobia.
laptop,
Yes.
3 other people on the VRs. Yeah,
Yeah.
a group of 5.
We set up like a play area in someone's backyard.
Oh my god, yeah. That'd be fantastic. But it's so scary, and I shit myself, and then I cry.
Yeah, anytime like
I curl
What are
up
you
on
gonna
the
do?
floor.
Shit and come.
Yeah, and I do.
anytime I play
Sorry, Patrick,
phasmophobia,
That kanji fucking gets me.
anytime I play phasmophobia and like the ghost like appears, I'm just like fuck, I'm dead.
I'll totally give up too. I'm like, no, it's over for
Can't
me.
you like pull it across or something? Isn't that,
That
a thing?
only
No,
works once.
You do the cross. You could do like
Incense.
burning sage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like those are only temporary.
And they're one time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like a single time use.
Yeah. Phasmophobia is fun. Anyways, so that's the one topic I really wanted to talk about, because I love ghost hunting. I get obsessed every year around October, or I watch YouTube videos about it for hours, and I love it, and I eat it up so much. I want to experience.
Okay,
And
well,
it's so
if you
bad.
love ghost hunting so much, do you have like a message for our viewers, like an ending statement? What do we say it is?
We don't
Uh,
have
A
it.
statement about ghost hunting.
Do you have any questions for our audience to answer?
Oh,
Yeah.
ghost
Do you believe in
hunting?
Yeah,
ghosts?
sure.
Do you believe in ghosts?
Do you-
Have
Have you ever had a supernatural experience?
you ever had a supernatural experience? Because I love reading those.
Goodbye, Miguel.
And we'll reply. We'll reply.
Dude, just tell me, and I'm there.
The
I
more
want to know.
traumatizing, the better.
Obviously, don't make it up. Don't make it up. I want to know. I want to know true experiences. And are you happy? That's all I want.
And if you aren't happy, then what can you do to be happy?
watch more episodes of the Citrus Mix. Thanks for watching.
Bye.